of Ravenswood Bluff, and this is ritzy Hollywood-like town where the movie industry in the world is the major world movie industry takes place. And we have this star actor named Samuel M. Jackson, and he just had the premiere of his new hit movie Snakes on a Boat, and it was just went over great. And he's in this like just huge high because he was at the premiere, and it just everyone was loving it, gave a standing ovation at the end of it. And so he walks and he's like, after the movie, he's just kind of walking by himself, and he sits down next to the clock tower that's in the middle of town, and he's just kind of took some time for himself and to ground himself and not to get his head too big. And that's where we're all going to bed tonight. I hope I have all of your rooms correct. Oh, I still have to assign all of them. So give me 1 minute. This will take a second. More than a second.
Oh, Yahoo is not a player now. He's a gunslinger.
What?
No, he is a gunslinger. That's his role.
Yeah, arguably the most powerful traveler in the game.
Powerful thing in the game.
Yahoo, you have to use that ability. I'm not going to ask you about that one. So you'll have to, after the first nomination, we'll just have to say you want to shoot someone.
Oh, I don't have to use it, but if I am going to use it, I have to be vocal, is what you're saying.
Yep, exactly.
I thought you were saying I had to use it every day, and I was like,
no.
I am going to wreck this game.
And this game will not be as long as I thought it was going to be. He can just shoot one person every night.
Yeah.
Can we go ahead and
start with Chris, and then Alex, and then
yeah, I'll work my way around the clock tower.
Let's kill Ross.
Oh yeah. See, the bad thing about videotaping or recording your sessions, Chris, is I see and hear all the bad things you say about me. Colton's here. I'll let him in.
That's a true story.
True story. I'm like,
they could be worse, Ross.
Yeah.
They could be worse.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I think I could be a good traveler. So during the day, we just have limited time to discuss with the demon. So don't waste too much time on discussing if you want to exile a traveler. If you want to exile a traveler, do it and discuss it and just shorten the amount of time. Just don't like the whole day. You just talk about which traveler to exile and then just completely forgot about the main objective of the game.
Okay.
So
just clarification on the gunslingers that they can shoot somebody who's voted to kill or any. I mean, because if you don't vote, you don't.
Yeah, there's gotta be somebody who votes to kill.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. You're only voting to kill in this game.
Does the demon know who the bad travelers are?
No.
No. Okay. That's all I have. Let's go.
What's the
Do the
room
bad
code?
travelers know the demon know? Did we ever clarify that?
Yes,
room code is
the traveler
20,
knows
the word
demon
20.
only, not the minions.
So
Evil
the
traveler
traveler-
knows the demon only.
The bad travelers do know the demon. Okay.
Yep.
So if the good travelers want to go, well, never mind.
Okay,
I'm
going to
you're
open up
screwed,
all the
Chris.
rooms, and this is going to be a really long night. I'm going to try to make it as fast as possible, but I'm going to visit every single one of you tonight.
I'm gonna be AFK, but we'll have my headset on. So tell me whatever you need to tell me.
Cool.
I will listen.
Awesome.
Don't look at the rooms, guys.
Yeah, this is where you don't
Girls.
pick the breakout room area or thing when you see it.
Bring something to read.
Yep.
I'm not seeing breakout room yet.
It'll force you. It'll force you there.
Oh, there we go.
Chris, you're the Undertaker.
Ooh, I've had this one before. We're good.
This one.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yep.
Let's kill some people. I need answers. And I'm the Undertaker. Dong. Dong. Only wrestling fans from the 90s, 2000s, 2000. He's been around a long time. Would know. But he's awesome. But I am the Undertaker.
Okay, who would like to lie to me first?
Ooh, pick me, pick me.
See if everyone's back.
I would never lie to you, Ross.
I can guarantee I
Just
won't tell you
plump and
any lies,
dissemble.
Ross.
That's exactly it, Alex.
I would not lie to you, Ross.
Okay, I think everyone's back. So The rest of the story is that during the night, as Samuel M. Jackson was sitting by the clock tower, the next day we found a bunch of snakes there, all still eating his body, and there's blood on the clock tower. And from there, you can all avenge Samuel M. Jackson's death. And you are open.
Allow me to retort.
Does anyone want to talk to me?
So does that mean that all the bad players are snakes?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
Jason, I'll talk to you.
Armors.
Okay, Guami.
Hey,
Did too.
Hang on for the room.
Groove Goblin.
Yeah, break rooms need to be open, but okay.
Oh, sorry. Yep. You don't need to go to the breakout room. Just don't go there.
Just hit
I'll
later.
go to your room, Guami.
All right.
Sonia,
That's suspicious.
Yeah.
let's talk. We can meet in my breakout room if you'd like.
Was somebody
Okay.
talking to me?
How do I get to your room?
That's
So
me.
that button breakout room that was described.
Scotty wants to
It's
talk
at
to
the
you,
bottom
Drew.
next to record.
Hey, yeah.
Oh, you click.
Oh, I see it.
And then
I'll come to your room, Groove.
All right.
Okay, I guess Justin, do you want to meet on my breakout room?
Sure.
All right, I'm here.
Good job, Colton. Way to be.
Oh, Ross, can I lie to you some?
Radio
Okay, you know what? We might as well get it started if it's going to happen. I'll go to your room, Manny.
All right.
Let the lies begin.
Elena, was that you calling for me, Elena?
I'm gonna have some really bad echo. I'm not sure.
Yeah, who's got the echo?
I think that fixed
There
it.
it went.
Okay, Bree, I'm going to the breakout room.
Hey, Chris, do you want to talk?
Sure. We can talk.
Who are the other outsiders, actually?
Oh.
We're not outsiders. What do you call it?
Travelers?
Where are we? Travelers. Yeah.
Travelers.
I think
You, me, Nam, Bree, and Yahoo. Colton.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, let's talk to Chris.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, sick. I can go to anybody's room from here. I'll come to your room, Chris.
Okay.
Alex, you.
So who are the minions?
What?
You're the imp, right?
No,
Oh, okay.
but now you're dead.
I'm dead.
Well, yeah, because you're evil.
What do you mean I'm evil?
Yep.
Scott told me that you're the imp.
Yep, you just got screwed up.
If you were the imp and you told me who the minions are, I'd been like, all right, we got him. We got him, boys. So you're saying you're good.
A likely story. Yes, I'm good. I'm sorry to disappoint you.
All right.
You can't
How many?
fool me,
What's the player count?
bureaucrat. Your politicious waves are not going to fool me. There's 20 players.
That's crazy. This wheel looks ridiculous.
I know, it's so hard to read it. I wish they would make it. I guess I can't make it
There's
much
no
better.
way you can. Opening the grimoire takes so long.
It's
just
not.
Oh, that's funny. Okay. All right. Well, I don't have any information. I was hoping I would. I'm just gonna keep approaching people, seeing if someone comes. That was my game plan.
Well, good luck.
I haven't started a game as a traveler before.
That was actually my thought, that the good traveler should just go around and be like, "Who's the imp?" or who's,
Right.
who's your minions or whatever.
Because if you were the imp, you don't know who's evil. So whatever travelers come to you and say like, "Hey, I know you're the imp," if they just start listing off people, I've been like, "All right, guys, I figured it out."
Nice. All right,
That's
well,
my game plan.
go get that plan done. I like that plan. I was thinking the same thing, but I didn't want to mention it before the game started.
Okay.
I'm glad. I
I gave my vote to Ross, whatever it matters. I mean, have no info about him. I was just AFK doing dishes, and he asked me who to give my vote for, and I was like, I'm not looking at the grimoire. I don't know who's playing. I heard Ross's voice.
Yeah, I mean, you just gotta guess. So.
So
First few
we'll see
nights.
what that ends up meaning. All right, thanks,
Exactly.
Chris.
Yep, thanks.
Chat with me. Chris, can I talk to you real quick?
Hey, can I?
Yep.
Oh.
Sonia, do you want to chat?
I'm so popular. I'm the imp. What do you got for me?
Everything, because I'm the spy.
Okay, good. All right, tell me everything you know.
I know that I don't trust you. Um,
Well, just tell me everything you got, because you're the spy, right? We're on the same team. Don't worry about it.
yeah, I know that Bree is the scapegoat and Nam is the beggar. I got Josh as the thief.
Oh, you got this. Yes, I like it. I like it.
Solid information on these people.
Colton already trusted me, and he said he was a bureaucrat. It's awesome.
He's like, I got this, guys. I am going to throw votes left and right.
Yep. Do you have any information you want to share?
No, I want to know if you have information you want to share because, yeah, well, I suck at this.
Yeah, you and me both. I never get any good rolls.
Like it's
fortune teller would be awesome, but I never. I got it once, but I was drunk, so it was worthless. That was awesome. Thanks.
Last game, I got Sage, and I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. I just got to find a way to get myself killed, like pretend to be a good roll, do everything right to get killed, and then I find out who the demon is. Great. And then last the entire game, I couldn't die. Like the one game, I want to die. They will not kill me.
That's always how it works. We never get what we want in these games.
Yeah, let's see here. I know Nam is watching all of these breakout rooms, so that's good. We'll have a lot of good information from that.
As long as he's a good beggar.
Oh, well, yeah. That's a good point. It will not keep him quiet because he's going to be begging for votes.
Yep.
We just have to hope that Yahoo is on the good team. Because if Yahoo got an evil gunslinger, that's bad news.
If he's an evil gunslinger by like night 3 or 4, maybe even before that, 2 or 3, he'll be shooting people who are like he'll find the spy and find out who our good guys are, and he'll start shooting them.
Yeah, and if there's a spy, if we have a spy,
yeah,
that's bad because that's essentially 2. If it's evil gunslinger, that's 2 kills. You know, boom, 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 whenever they want.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they would do that. I don't think he gets to choose, does he?
I think he does. It looked like he does. After the first... Here, I'll read it again.
No, did he choose if he's good or bad?
Oh, yeah, he didn't get to choose if he was good or bad, no. Scott already...
And I don't think Scott would have done that.
You would hope not, but maybe to get the game moving.
Some crazy evil things.
Yeah.
Who's somebody that...
Why is Adele
all
in
the
here?
roles?
Hi, Adele.
Is he snooping on us?
Spectating us.
He's in this room?
Yep.
Adele. Fuck you. Oh. Sorry, you record these. That's the one room I couldn't have done that in.
I will white that out or something. I don't care. On my stream, I'm raw footage. I don't care about R-rated stuff. If you care, then I'll try and white it out.
No, not at all.
Okay.
Who can we sacrifice, honestly? Like the top 4 roles as usual. So that could be fine.
Well, once we find out if a Yahoo is bad, I think I know how to handle him. So I'd like to see who he tries to shoot right away.
Yeah, I mean, if he takes a shot that first day, he's evil. Scott, like, hands down. If he takes a shot on the first day, he's evil.
Yeah, because you don't know nothing the first day. Why
exactly.
take a shot?
He doesn't know anything. He's just trying to kill people.
Yep.
Because he knows that the math is going to work out with there's what?
Yep.
Or evil people.
Exactly.
All right. Well, this was fun. Not very informative.
But awfully chatty. We got thoughts moving around, which is good.
Yeah. Built a slight rapport.
Exactly.
I have someone else to check up with. Let's see if it works out.
Excellent. Let's go find some more people to find the evil. Hi, Adele. Oh, you left me, you son of a... Just kidding.
My name's here. Oh God.
Actually, it's
Rue's trendy coffee shop.
Chris,
There we go.
Chris, can I talk you?
Oh, there he is. Nam. Sure, why not? You're traveler? Okay. Yeah. Let's go to my room. Boop.
Okay, who is the minion?
You are. Now tell me all about who the minions are.
What?
What? Yeah, exactly. You tell me.
Who's the minion?
Oh, it's Ross and it's Sonia, and I'm making all this up because I have no idea. You're not. I am a good person, Nam. Don't try and mess with me.
No, you're the demon.
Oh my God. Why?
You're the demon. I know you're a demon because I'm the evil traveler. Why would I lie to you? You're literally the only person that I talk to right now.
This is so weird. This is awesome. We're gonna have to get you out of the game. What we need to do is find out who my spy is and get all the information we can from them.
But who's the minion?
Yeah, no, the spy. I need to talk to the spy.
But who is the spy?
That's who I need to talk to.
I don't know the spy. You are the demon.
You don't know where the spy is?
You are the demon. Chris, just stop messing around. So this is such a waste of time. Do you want me to help you win or not?
Yes, help me win. Let's kill off Sonia.
Who?
Does that sound good? We'll kill Sonia.
Okay, so we are voting Sonia today?
Sure. What exactly is your role? You're the bureaucrat? No, you're the beggar. Oh, you want my coin. You want people's coins.
I am the beggar. I know you're the demon, Chris. Stop messing around. You're the demon.
No, you're the demon. I'm not the demon. I'm a good guy.
Why are you not claiming to me? I know you're the demon, Chris.
Sonia and Ross are my team.
If there's a spy, then talk to them. They will confirm I'm evil.
Okay, let's do that.
Yeah. I know you were the demon. I don't know why you keep denying that.
Because I'm the demon. I can't tell you that I'm the demon except for to say that I'm the demon, but I'm not the demon.
I know. I know you're the demon. Who's the minion? I need to know so I don't vote on them and I will vote on everyone else.
Okay, don't vote on Sonia or Ross.
Look, you have 3 minions.
Yeah, but we need to keep those 2. I don't care about the
3. Okay, got it. Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you, Nick. Thank you, Chris.
Yep, no problem. I'm not the demon. What? That was so awesome. Chris, you're the demon. No, I'm the Undertaker. Are you guys drunk? Can we have a drunk? I think they're all trying to get my information, which is that I'm the demon, but I'm not.
Claim in this game are astronomically high.
What's going on here?
Or rather low. There should be double claim.
Hey, Chris, you want to chat?
I think he's about to close the rooms.
Yeah, I'll chat with you.
All right.
You can come to my room.
Okay.
Hello.
Yo.
Yo.
So, I'm the good gunslinger. I'm just trying to gather information to learn about who to execute. I see we have 30 seconds to discuss that. Do you want to tell me anything?
I got nobody. I just have that I talked to 2 travelers today, which really shooting them is worthless. Because
Well, I understand that, but do you? So are you're not even going to claim to be good?
Oh, I can tell you I'm good, but I don't have any information to give you.
Okay.
Other than I'm good. So that's all you get, because that's all I have.
Okay.
Today.
Well, I definitely believe you. Implicit.
Justin, you didn't come to my cool comedy cellar. What happened?
I'm gonna be honest. I couldn't find it, and I saw someone else was in there. I'm down for some cool
You
comedy.
were on the
though,
guest
now.
list. I had to.
It's okay. I was in a cafe.
Oh, cafe.
He was,
Come on now.
he was in my
Yeah.
trendy cafe, Ross.
Oh, okay, well there you go.
He
There you go.
also came over
Can't
to
be the trends.
my beach
Group
house.
Goblin, I didn't mean to stand you up. I didn't know how to go back and forth. So
Okay.
sorry. Next time.
I was feeling lonely though, so.
If there's a next
I'm
time.
sorry.
Where's Scott? Oh, there he is. Down in the...
He's here.
He's
James,
not
what's the
hosting,
poster
okay.
behind you?
That's a Mansions of Madness poster.
I got to visit with Groove twice, so I took your spot.
Nice.
Oh,
It looks like the Firefly travel log posters. That's why I had to ask.
Ah.
Like, visit lovely Persephone, or that kind of.
Is everyone here? No, we're missing one person still, right?
2 people.
Yeah, 2 people.
2 people.
Honestly.
Guami's always
Guami.
late.
There's Guami.
There's
Yeah,
Guami with
I
the
thought he
slow
was
internet.
It was this Scotty Love here.
I'm here.
Oh, you are? Okay. I don't
Oh,
know.
there we go. My video got. I clicked. Unfortunately.
So unusual for Scotty to have internet problems.
I get new data tomorrow.
Awesome. We will celebrate. We're going to throw a
Are you
virtual
on-
party.
Are you
So
on your cell phone, Franklin?
nominations are open. I'm going to give you about 5 minutes before. You can do it before, but at 5 minutes, I'm going to start a countdown. One thing, just please don't, because there's so many people, please don't talk over me. And when someone's nominated, please let the accuser give their accusation and the accused give their defense without talking over them. Otherwise, it's just going to be chaos. So but feel free to talk now, or anyone can nominate.
Is this like Among Us where you might not want to nominate your first turn, first day?
At
Find
this
out.
size, you might want to, but I
It
don't know.
depends. If someone has info or suspicion or something, it's different than if you don't. Like I have no suspicion on anyone, so I'm not going to do any nominations. But it all depends if you do or not.
Also,
I
Among Us
trust
is
everyone
you're
right
locked
now,
into
so-
one nomination. This you can kind of just make multiple, and if you decide that none of them were worth killing, you can continue with that. But it's good at least to see the vote patterns, because those are just more information. And especially like some of the roles don't mind dying early on, and it can help confirm. Like if we have an Undertaker, it can help confirm that people are good. If you can kill somebody that's less valuable, or if we manage to snipe out an evil player.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, does anybody want to claim to be an outsider?
I'll make that claim.
So we have one outsider.
And then
We have a drunk.
earlier, sorry.
Don't say who.
Fine.
Don't say who. Don't. Just
No, it was in the public chat. I'm not saying anything by anybody. This was already public information. Earlier, Alex divulged that he may have came across one.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd heard of an outsider and it wasn't Justin, so.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have at least 2, which means we might not have a drunk.
Well, we definitely have a Baron. We probably have a Baron.
Yeah.
Well,
Why do we have a Baron?
Baron if there's a third outsider.
Because we have
a
3 out of 4 minions. What are the odds that one of them's not a Baron? I mean, you can tell me the odds, but
Well, no, we have to have a Baron. We started with 2, so if there's 3 outsiders,
we haven't
we've
heard a
got all
third
4.
though.
We haven't
I haven't heard of a
that's
third.
what I'm
Heard of
saying.
2.
Was one of the outsiders Matt Dillon?
yeah.
Okay. I just aged everybody. There was a lot of blank expressions, and I got a lot of.
That was good.
Those who the lights popped on. Now I like you. The rest I don't trust.
We old.
I'm older than I look.
I
Trust you, Ross.
Trust is the right word for that.
So
we're assuming at the moment no Baron because there's no third outsider.
Well, no, because it's more likely than not that there is, because the drunk wouldn't know that they're drunk, and then one of the three other outsiders wouldn't want to claim to be an outsider.
Or not.
What?
Why wouldn't a third person claim right now?
The recluse would be.
Because then if we kill those three people during the day, one of them's going to end up being the saint, and we lose.
But we're not saying we're killing an outsider.
I mean, we would avoid them, though, right?
But if you claim outsider, then like you're making yourself a pretty big target.
Why?
Why?
Yeah, I having played the Saint before, I'm not saying that I'm playing one now, but playing the Saint before, you do kind of want to hide, kind of lay low.
Yeah, because you wouldn't want, you would almost want to make yourself more of an appetizing target for the demon, right? You want to die at night, if anything.
Yeah.
Well, and the top 4 rolls got information. They're never going to get it again. And so I don't want them to die with information.
But
it doesn't matter. They
can still tell us later.
They can still tell us afterwards, Scotty. So
some of those people might want to confirm the information they had by cross-checking with other people first.
Yeah.
They don't want to come out with it and say it, because then someone can just say, "Oh I got that too."
So at the moment, are we assuming the Baron is not in the game, since we haven't heard any extra?
I think we should assume it. We should assume the Baron's in, and
Just assume
until we
everything's
get more
in the game.
information.
I don't think you should assume anything is
I don't
not
have
in the
enough
game.
information
So
yet.
there's Justin.
Yeah, it's too early.
There's Justin as an outsider, and then there's.
No, he said he came across an outsider. He didn't claim one.
Well, Justin claimed
That's what I'm
outsider.
saying.
Then Alex came across one.
That was not Justin.
What about the investigator? Has the investigator narrowed down who their minion is?
Scotty, you need to sign in. Take your chair on the website.
Oh, I do as well.
Again?
Yeah.
Do we have an investigator?
I was hoping, but I don't know.
It
sounded like a no.
Good likelihood.
But it seems like likely that there would be.
Just leave set.
Because I figure if the investigator tells us there are 2 people, we got a 50-50 chance at least eliminating someone on the evil team.
Well, actually 100%, because I could, well, assuming that they voted, I can kill the other one.
That's true.
Yahoo's mad with power already.
He's ready to shoot everyone.
I realize that probably I won't get that opportunity, because that would be a pretty silly mistake.
The problem is if they're
poisoned,
or if they were drunk or poisoned, then they could have 2 good people. So that might not actually work.
Does anybody want to divulge if they have any precious valuables and or leave their doors unlocked at night?
What? What does that claim actually?
I'm the thief. I'm the thief. It was just a joke.
I was like, what role are you alluding to? Hey Scott, I actually have a question.
Yes.
The gunslinger, does that work around the killing the saint? Can the gunslinger kill the saint to off them without losing?
I think it would. If they killed the saint, I think it would be okay, because it doesn't say that they're executed. It
Has
says
to be executed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, it's like an additional death.
Yeah, I don't think it's an execution, so I think that would be okay if the saint died by the gunslinger.
You would let it pass. Okay, good to know.
Does anybody want to nominate anybody?
Well, I just got reminded that we can't kill off the newbies, so I'm taking all the Louis and putting at the bottom so that I don't feel tempted to nominate them.
Oh wait, who are the new players?
All right,
they're immune.
Yeah,
they're not immune.
You're not immune. Just something bad will happen if you nominate them.
Maybe, yeah.
Like if you gunsling Sonia.
If you kill him in the first 2 days, something bad will happen to your.
The hunter kills her.
Yeah, you don't want to do that anyways. Come on.
Find us, Scott, who those people are.
The new guys could be bad.
Mm-hmm.
It could be.
Well, he's going to take that away eventually, I think.
Yeah, it's only the first 2 days. I'm only doing it.
Sean, are you considered a new person?
What?
Sean, are you a new person?
Oh, yeah. So I heard John. Yeah. I'm a new person.
So, are travelers in the dark if they're evil? Are we on that?
They know who their demon is, and that's it.
If they're evil, then they know the demon, and they
know that they're evil.
Okay.
I do need a nomination here.
I don't know what to do.
Or no nomination.
Does no one have information? Do we not have any of the top 4 roles? We have to have one.
Yeah, we
Right.
must.
Those
There's
can't be the
9
five
out of
Bibles.
13 rolls.
Is there a virgin claim? Can we get that out of the way?
Yeah, the
No.
Virgin.
We just know
No, they
that there's
shouldn't say
2 outsiders of
Oh,
some sort.
Elena, did you just not say that you were that role?
Yes.
Well, it's really good. If the Virgin nominates themselves, then they killed it. Then they. If I was the Virgin, I would nominate myself.
Why?
Or if I was the chef,
No, that's bad.
nominate
Yes.
the Virgin.
It's
No.
it
The
means
investigator.
no one else is going to die.
But only
And
confirms
I'm-
one person, Scotty. You want to confirm a
Yeah,
second
nobody-
good person.
Okay, Scotty is talking like he's evil. He's trying to get the Virgin to nominate himself.
No, I watched a lot of these games, and they've said it's a sound strategy.
But if you get someone
Maybe I
else to
was told
nominate,
wrong.
you can find somebody to trust.
Yeah, if there's a top 4 role that can kill themselves.
Okay, well, okay, hold on a second, everybody. Just for a second. So Elena has claimed Virgin. Is anybody else claiming Virgin?
Who is the
That's
Virgin?
a little personal.
We
Elena.
shouldn't have. We shouldn't have let her come out like that, though.
Now, is Elena considered a
Yeah,
first-time player?
who pointed
Because
that out?
nobody wants to nominate a
She's not a
first-timer.
first-time player.
Okay, cool.
She's played
Okay,
a
so
bunch.
I'm just wondering if nobody else is claiming Virgin, then we can trust her on that.
Well, we could find out if the top 4 role decides to nominate her. We could find out very quickly.
So,
Yeah.
I'll nominate Elena.
So Groove nominates Elena. And Groove, do you want to give an accusation?
No, there's no accusation per se, but it's just getting more information for everybody.
And
So,
Possibly killing 2 good people.
Elena, do you want to give a defense?
Wait, might be the shortest game yet.
Right.
My defense is that I am being honest. The only chance that I'm wrong is if I'm drunk, and that won't help anyone. And because I have no role other than waiting for someone to kill me or killing myself, I guess there's no reason that I would be upset to die, really. So
No reason to live.
Okay.
So we are
Wait
going to,
a minute. Here's a point, though, Scott.
Yes.
If he's the townsfolk, right? James is
know.
the townsfolk.
Dies, the day's over.
I haven't died yet.
No, I'm just saying if he is, the person that nominates, first person that nominates gets
Right.
executed immediately. He didn't
So
die.
either she's drunk or he's not a townsfolk.
Exactly.
Giving it a chance.
So we got to kill them both now.
I don't know if killing them. I don't know.
Wait a minute. So
Or she is the Virgin.
that gives the possibility, right? Okay, so if Elena doesn't die, Groove Goblin would die, correct?
No,
he should be dead right now.
Yes.
He'd be dead right now if he's good. and
Right
she's
this
the
second, he should have died when he nominated her.
Yeah.
If
So-
she's the Virgin and he's a good guy.
So Grove, what's your role? And tell us your information then.
Hang
Also
on.
possible.
Wait,
Before we start,
it's-
we're taking a vote here. So we
we're
need to
on
vote.
Yep.
Okay.
We need 10 votes to be a majority. Sean gets the first vote. So for new people, it always starts to the left of the red hand. Again, you can start hitting yes now if you want. You'll see people's skulls are showing up already. You can take it away as long as it gets to your vote. You can change it. Once that hand gets to you, that's what gets locked in. And it's going to be 2 seconds between players. And I'm going to start in 3, 2, 1. We're starting the vote.
Now it's also possible that he is the drunk.
Yeah, he could be drunk, right? He
If
might
he's
think
drunk.
he's a townsfolk.
He could be drunk too.
Oh yeah.
But
No, but
either
he
way,
won't-
we would need to kill them both.
That doesn't change it.
If he's drunk, that wouldn't prevent her power from working, would it?
Because he's not a
He is
townsfolk,
an
he's an outsider.
outsider. He's an outsider, so he wouldn't die by nominating.
Oh.
Or
If he's
wait,
an
are we
outsider, then why
suspicious
did he
of
Oh, because
Elena? Or should I?
I don't know.
I don't know.
God damn it.
He's an outsider, then he shouldn't have nominated. That just like ruined our chance of the Virgin.
Well, then he must be
Not-
drunk
I'm
because he
not an
doesn't know
outsider.
it.
If he's
Not an
if he's
outsider.
drunk, he wouldn't know he's an outsider.
Right.
Yeah. So either I'm drunk, but I'm not an
Elena's
outsider.
safe.
Yeah. So somebody else should nominate her.
Wait,
No, it doesn't work
Yeah, she's
anymore.
safe.
It doesn't work. But
No, it
Ayala-
only works
end of
the
it.
first time.
Correct.
Oh, I don't know why we didn't kill her because there's if she is the Virgin, then she should
Okay,
be killed now.
so my question is, Grove Goblin,
she
what are you
doesn't-
claiming you are then? What are you claiming you are?
I'm not going to give my information because I can't give it yet. I don't want to give it yet.
But you're top 4 roles, so
Yeah, I'm top 4 roll.
He has to be bad, right?
We got to kill him.
I got disconnected. Doesn't he have to be bad?
Bad
No.
or an outsider or drunk.
Unless she's drunk or poisoned. Unless she's drunk or poisoned. So
Bad
she's
or
got to be the
drunk
one we
is-
kill.
I mean, you guys can go ahead and kill me because my information doesn't go anywhere.
No, exactly.
My information doesn't go
be
anywhere, but
poisoned,
there's
right?
there's a really good reason I'm not giving my information right now.
No, it's fine. If you're a top 4 roll, it's fine if we kill you. And you
Yeah.
can
If he's a top 4 roll, then he should have died if she's the virgin.
Colton nominates
Maybe
Groove
she's
Goblin.
not the virgin.
She's not the virgin then.
You're nominating
Colton just nominated.
Yep.
Okay. Colton's nominating Groove. Colton, do you want to give a reason?
He's coming out as a top 4 and either is lying or is drunk or is something else. But he's pretty much just a good kill at this point. He's not going to die at night, which could lead to him being suspicious later on. So I think we should just get him out of the way now.
James, do you want to give a defense?
I just I'm fine with dying because I still have my information and I'm a top 4 roll. But giving that information right now could hurt the townsfolk more than help. So I'll just hold on to it and share it when it's time.
The first vote goes to Scotty Love, and that starts in 3, 2, 1. 10 votes needed.
Vote yes, because you could die.
Is Bree a new player?
No.
Okay. Because if somebody ended up killing the scapegoat, that'd be actually funny.
Can
Scott does have a sense of humor. Thanks, Scott.
I mean, after first day, can we? Oh, after first day, can you speed up the voting time to 1 second? Because this is a very big game. Give it 2 seconds for every player, 30 seconds for every single nomination.
Yep.
Well, it looks like Groove is in the heart.
That is actually 16 votes. Yes.
Did you say 15, not 16?
It's 16 votes. Yes.
Oh, it is 16. Okay.
And actually, let me double count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, I didn't vote.
Should be 18 actually. Well, actually, I don't know where the thief
I think
is.
Scotty keeps on losing connection. He keeps on signing out.
Yeah, Scotty's connection's pretty bad.
Gonna have to kill him.
I missed my turn.
It's okay.
16 votes.
If only he could get new internet.
16.
Got it. That makes sense.
And I'm going to just do a countdown.
It won't.
For new nominations.
Would have voted.
Can't hear. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. James has died. James, how would you like to die?
Refrigerator fell on my head.
He is walking through the just where everyone lives, and there's a huge fight going out upstairs, and someone just like Hulk strength takes this giant fridge and throws it out the window, and it breaks, shatters, and falls right on Groove Goblin, and he has died. And we will go to bed. This one won't take nearly as long as the last one.
All right, so this is where we're going to find out exactly who he is. If he's drunk, I'll learn drunk, which will save Alana. If he's not drunk, I'm gonna freaking kill her. Murder. 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 Everybody murder. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Let's not go too hasty with the murder stuff, okay? Okay.
Hey, Chris.
Hey.
You see that Groove Goblin is the librarian.
Interesting. So not necessarily not
Thank
the
you.
drunk. Okay. Unless I'm drunk, but then he wouldn't be drunk. So okay. Goodbye, Elena. You must die now. Because I'm pretty sure I'm not drunk. If I was drunk, then he wouldn't have been drunk. Let me think if there's another scenario. Let me look. What can you bad people get each night? I would have to be poisoned. I don't think I am.
Back in the day,
So James, in honor of your death, I played some D-Light while everyone was chatting. So. I don't care. What's that?
You were singing the same thing I was singing.
Yeah.
This in the house.
Lady Miss Keir. I actually met her.
I'm dead.
So stupid.
I have a prediction. I'm dead. They got me.
Scotty Love is dead. He has his head is lying by a bunch of snakes.
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, I want to talk to Grove, and then I want to talk to Scotty Love.
Maybe you should meet with Groove, though.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Groove. Oh, Groove, are you in my house?
You can hit later.
I
When
knew I was dying, and I know who killed me.
Later.
Groove, could I meet at your room?
All right, I'm gonna meet some of these new people. Troy, do you want to join me in my room?
Wow.
I'll be in my room for anybody who wants to come and see me.
Yahoo! I'll come and join you.
Oh, okay, cool.
What'd I miss?
Scott Breakout Rooms is missing from my bar now. Is that?
Who is that? Said that?
Harriman, you want to talk?
Sure.
I'll come to your room, Harriman.
It's me, Scott. I think you have to make me
Groove.
Say your name because I can't tell who this
Groove.
is. I'm looking at
Groove. Groove. Sorry.
Okay. He made you co-host, but let's see what happened. I'm gonna unmake you co-host and make you co-host again.
Cool.
Hey, Justin, do you want to talk?
Which Justin? Am I the only Justin here now? Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Justin Nickel. Sorry.
Hold on.
I'll go to what's the name of your place?
Sean Cinema Museum.
All right, I'm heading there now.
Now you want to chat?
Work now.
No, I don't.
Natty, do you want to talk?
Not in between like record and reaction. Well, you know where it should be.
No, it's not.
Chris,
You said that?
Yes,
I said
Lonnie.
would you like to come to my beach?
Oh,
Sure.
I haven't assigned you a room. That's why.
You want to come to my room?
I can't move to other people's rooms.
Oh, then
Ooh.
How's it going?
Nice. I like it. You gotta bring that on the cruise if there is one next year.
Right. Oh yeah, yeah. I got my goggles too, just in case.
Yeah.
I broke them.
Fell out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How have your conversations been going?
Interesting. I talked to Colton and Nam. How were your conversations with them?
Why did you talk to Colton and Nam?
Because they wanted to talk to me, and I always talk to everybody.
They'd never talked to me, either one of them.
They might come to you at some point. And they're going to act weird. Probably. I don't know.
They're going to act weird.
I don't know. They acted very weird when they talked to me. It's hard to trust them.
You think they're evil?
Maybe. Maybe not. It's tough to say because I have no information. And I'm never going to really have too much. But...
So why did you choose to kill Scotty?
Scotty. Oh, I didn't choose to kill Scotty.
What?
Stop it now.
He died, right?
He died last night by the imp, which was not me. Thank you very much.
I don't know. It just seemed suspicious that the travelers are told who the demon are if they're evil, and you talk to 2 of them.
Yep.
3 of them.
Yep, 3 of them. Yeah, Yahoo came at me too, but he came at me more normal and expected.
I talked to a Yahoo too, and he seemed like a good one. So maybe I'll have to try the other 2. And
yeah, I would talk to them, and if they say so, after you talk to them, let me talk to you and just see if they came at you weirdly too. And they were very weird.
What information did you get from them?
They thought.
Well, Nam is always weird.
Yeah, now I'd rather you talk to them first and then see what happens in that conversation with you guys.
All right.
Because
I shall try.
Yeah, good luck. Talk to them, and then I want to talk to you again.
All right, got it.
Yeah, I'll chat with you, Scotty.
Love to hear it. Manny, do you want to talk?
Sure. Who was that? Colton?
Yeah, I'll come to you, Manny.
Okay.
Want me to come to you, Scotty?
Yeah, nice hotel.
I'll be in my room. If anybody wants to chat.
I'll come talk to you, Scotty. Where's Scotty's bookstore? There it is. Or is this not Scotty's? This is...
That's my bookstore.
That's your bookstore? Where's
Scotty,
Scotty's room?
Cafe Scotty Love.
Why am I missing it? Oh, there it is.
First Scott should be, but I put cafe in front of it.
That's my confusion. Okay.
Hey.
Hey, how are you? How's it life in the dirt?
I knew I was going to die because he didn't come visit me.
Yeah, no, that's usually how that works. You're a little choppy.
Now,
I'm good.
What do we make of James not dying?
I'm thinking we need to kill Elena.
Well, there's 2 things I think. Well, I guess 3. She could be. Can you guys see me?
No.
Josh,
I hear your voice and I know who you are now, but it freaked me out because I'm like, who the heck is talking?
That's so weird. Yeah.
Anybody have any good information on Harriman? Because
no, not so far.
Nothing yet. He did talk to me, but I got no real
killing Harriman.
So three things to consider.
He's the one who killed me. I think he killed me.
Did you give him your information? Like who you are?
That information. And then he goes, "Is your me or Groove?" And because I was the empath, so that's why they got rid of me.
Yeah, but
I registered one person the first night.
But who did you tell you were the empath
I registered
before you died?
Nobody.
So there might be a spy.
But Harriman deduced it. I could tell he thought I was based on him asking me about Groove, who was on the other side of me. He was suspicious when I said I had info about him. So.
And Josh, I think we need.
But yeah, Elena
because.
Well, my thoughts on that. So there's a couple things.
I'd kill her too. Evil, and then
things to keep in mind. Like, so yes, she could be evil, but also she could have been poisoned. If she was poisoned, her ability wouldn't trigger, even if she was telling the truth, and so was Groove. Or Groove could be a drunk, and if he's a drunk, then I think we have a.
I think he was telling the truth.
Yeah, I don't think he was drunk either.
I think Groove was telling the truth.
Yeah, he wouldn't know, but I don't think he was. He could have been, I guess. I suppose.
Yeah, so either Elena's evil or Elena was poisoned.
And either way, we got to kill her to just eliminate that suspicion.
But isn't that a big risk if she's? Oh no, because never mind. I was thinking she was saint. She said virgin. So if she's
No.
virgin, her.
I'm down.
Wait, does it
I'm
still
down
count?
to vote Elena when it happens.
Well, the thing.
Well, I won't vote. I'm going to save my vote.
The thing is,
Will her?
If we,
Sorry, go ahead.
No, if we kill her, if we have another 1 through 4 person, I don't know. If she's poisoned, does that mean that the next time she's put up by a townsfolk, she'll kill him? If she's not poisoned,
that's what I was. Only if she was poisoned again.
So we need to.
She has to be poisoned every night.
What we need to do is have one of the top 4, if there's any left, dominate her again and just kill her.
Harriman claimed to be top.
Can't let her live.
Harriman told me he was top 4. Groove told me they both told me they were top 4.
Yep. We need to have.
And I don't believe Harriman.
Then Harriman, if he's the top 4, we need to have him nominate her and we need to kill her. Get rid of the suspicion.
Yeah.
And then move on to somebody else.
So
Because
I think we should ask
if she
Harriman
is a
to
virgin,
nominate her.
she's not going to help us anymore anyways. She's just going to kill one good person or cause this much chaos.
Exactly.
I don't even know
Agreed.
if it'll trigger now anyway. Like, even if she is the virgin,
Right.
I think either she was poisoned so her ability misfired,
Yeah.
which I don't know if that means it would get another shot, or Groove was drunk, and it would have already happened if it was going to, because it's only the first time they're nominated, right?
Yeah. So
I
mean,
think she's a safe kill.
She is.
I think she's safe.
She's either got no information and it's not going to hurt us to kill her,
Or she's
a
evil.
demon or evil. Yeah, she's evil.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm
on
down
board with that.
Yeah, we just need to make sure one of the top 4 or somebody worthless gets.
But I am gonna reserve my vote because I only have one more vote.
No, that's fine.
I think
that's a good call.
I think we can convince enough people that she's bad.
Yeah.
Or a good kill.
Or a good kill. Maybe not necessarily bad, but a good kill.
Exactly.
Just a heads up, Chris. I used my power on you last night because I hadn't spoken with you. So your vote is not going to count today. It's going to be negative. So we need to make sure that we have a lot of people.
Okay, that's fine.
Because I have to choose someone every night.
Okay.
Every night? Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
somebody
have to
else
every
from now
night, and I
on.
can't choose myself. Yeah, no, I trust you after this conversation at least, but it's just I have to random guess.
I got you.
Well, the one place my computer that I can actually sit on my furniture.
So, James, can you edit your name with
sorry.
dead in brackets, please? Thanks. And you can
It
actually
doesn't
call
let you
yourself,
do that for some reason when I'm in the breakout.
call yourself the Dead Grove Goblin.
Everyone's here, so you can now. Nominations are open.
Anybody?
I think I can't nominate, but I think Harriman should nominate Elena.
But it won't work because he already.
I have a feeling it's bad information, but I was told by somebody that Chris could be the imp, so I'll nominate Chris.
That would be a horrible idea. Yeah, it is bad information.
Do you want any more accusations?
I'm just going off information that I was told that I think is unreliable.
I was given information that could back that up.
Yeah, did you say
Well, then we
reliable
should
or
nominate
unreliable?
whoever you got the
Oh, I think it's
unreliable
completely
info from.
unreliable. I just wanted to see what happens.
Someone's got background.
How do you ask yourself?
It's tough when you're in the same house.
Colton is claiming
No,
that
it's all cool. It's all good.
Colton
Chris is a demon.
that Chris is a demon, that he was told by someone else Chris was a demon.
See, and I was told the same information last night.
I wasn't told that Chris
Trying
was
to defend
a
yourself.
demon. What I was told was that that the demon. Well, yeah. So the information I was given made it very likely that he was the demon. So let's just leave it at that.
Well, I heard information that he was one of 2 people that I thought might be minions, not demons. Is the way I heard it. But
well, anyway, it seems like there's a lot of people.
Like that clarified.
Chris.
Chris was nominated
Everyone
and
be quiet
like
for a second.
10 people jump in. Yeah.
Everyone be quiet. Let Chris defend himself.
No, okay. I thought you were going to mute him. Okay, that's fine. Okay. I am not a demon. I am not a minion. Whoever you got the information from was obviously confusing you. You're kissing your girlfriend right now, and that's. I'm talking to you.
Hey, we're
Colton.
married. It's okay.
Oh,
Now she's got my
married.
nachos. That's not okay.
We're watching you live on TV. Anyways, back to the game. You don't want to kill me. I'm a villager. I can be useful later. I'm not like a super powerful role, but we need to keep me going. And let's. I would say we need to kill Elena, and just get the suspicion off on her because she's either evil or the virgin. So it's a good kill. We're not gonna lose anything by killing her, and I think that's where we really should end the night at. But that's my opinion.
She's not the virgin. She's a drunk or a minion. Or
Yeah,
the
exactly.
imp.
I just wanted to read reactions. I didn't think you were, especially some from our prior conversation, but I just wanted to read reactions.
Okay, I'm moving it down to 1 second in between, so it's going to go faster. First vote is Yahoo, and remember, dead people, James and Scotty Love, you only get 1 vote for the rest of the game.
Sean's not in his seat, according to my screen.
Sean,
Next to Josh.
Just sign in.
He's in there now.
At what point do you give the beggar your vote?
Did we clarify who was giving the
beg
information that
for
it was
it.
Chris?
We did not verify who that was.
Yeah, I'd like to know that.
I'd like to know.
That's what I want.
Yeah, there's a
find out
lot
tomorrow.
of I heard.
Nom came to me and said, "Hey, I'm evil. It's Chris." I have a feeling he was trying to catch me in a bluff that he, to see what I would do.
All right, Nam. I'm gonna call. Can I call him
Captain Chaos?
Yeah, he's Captain Chaos over there. He's got
Similarly,
he
I
came to me and said,
I also made a similar play at opening.
2.
Yeah,
1.
I saw Colton talk with Chris, so I told that Chris is a demon. I came to him and asked him who's the minion, and he told me Ross and Sonia is the minion. And Chris told me that he's the demon.
Who
Who
said that was
told
Ross and
you that
Sonia?
I was a minion?
Who said that Sonia was a minion?
Chris told me that
Alright, I
Ross
don't-
and Sonia is the minion.
Oh,
not
Chris,
lying.
you dirty rotten.
Ooh.
I am not.
Ooh.
I thought I
One
told him a
vote
lot
for
of goofy stuff in that night. By the way,
Am I able to also vote to exile?
You can, yes, anyone can vote to exile.
I think Nom might be worth exiling. I don't know what he's talking about.
Actually, if you're going after me, I'm going after you, Colton. I'm the beggar. I have no vote for now.
Oh, that's true.
If I'm evil, if you exile me, then I have 1 vote. But if I'm good, then the suspicious good people in the town could give me their vote to confirm themselves, and that's even better. But on the other hand, if you're evil, Colton, you are giving an evil 3 vote, and there's no way to confirm that. So maybe we're trying to exile you instead, Colton.
Either way.
So, Nam, you're saying that Ross and Sonia are both minions?
And that Chris is the demon.
No.
And he
Chris
asked me as well.
told me that Ross and Sonia is the minion.
yeah, I wouldn't take any of what I said to people.
No, he told me that Chris was the demon and that Sonia and I were the minions.
So, are we distracting ourselves from the fact that we still need to check if Elena's a minion, demon, or the drunk?
Well, the beauty of it is
in any case, do we just
need to kill her?
Well,
yeah, do we just need to
can-
kill her?
No,
we can do both. We can exile and then do a vote.
Yes.
the one thing I would say is I don't know how poison works, but if she was poisoned the first night, I don't know if she is a virgin. If she's not poisoned now, if she'll still kill somebody. So maybe the top 4, one of them needs to still nominate her just to be safe. I don't know.
I don't think somebody dies if from nominating to kill me now because
Only the first time.
She's already been nominated once, so if anyone nominates, there will not be an automatic death.
So
Even if she
we
was
have no way
poisoned,
to
it doesn't matter.
confirm
Even if she
now.
was poisoned.
Colton, are you set on exiling Nam or?
I forgot the way. I forgot how the beggar worked actually. So I think regardless, it's worth keeping him in.
Okay.
Yeah, but actually, I would nominate to exile Colton.
Makes more
I'm
sense.
nominating to exile Colton.
Colton.
Your reason.
Oh yeah,
he
if
talked-
he's evil, he has 3. He's giving evil 3 votes, so that's enough for the defense.
So is this just a case of you guys accusing each other?
Sure seems like it.
Yeah, it's
Colton, do you want to defend
I
yourself?
think the travelers are going at it.
Colton, who did you?
I don't know.
That's exactly what you told us not to do, Nam.
And
You said not to focus on the travelers and try to find the demon.
But if he is evil, then the evil has 3
dead
votes.
vote, we can vote to exile, right?
Yeah, see, and then
Right.
here's the thing: he's making me suspicious because what he always does is that he says, "Well, this is the thing, and then if you don't do this, then you're wrong, and then I will show you this." Something's off about what you're saying, Nam.
So I don't care what Nam
I never
thinks.
said that wrong.
I'm recognizing.
Colton, you can unmute yourself and give a defense.
Thanks. To answer your question, Jason, I gave it to Ross the first day because I was AFK and he was the one person I remembered as actually playing this game. And I gave it to Harriman last night because I didn't know any better. So you can look into that however you'd like. Harriman currently has my vote, and you can. So I mean, if he votes, you'll notice that. Beyond that, I mean, it makes sense. If I was evil, it'd be good to get rid of me. Beyond that, I mean, yeah, my ability is pretty impactful one way or another. So I think it'd be better to keep me alive because I am good. I can continue. Once we have a confirmed good person, I can give it to them. Yeah.
Okay. Everyone.
We dead people can vote, right?
Everyone can vote.
But you don't want to waste your dead vote because you only get 1 vote the entire game once you're dead.
Except for this. For exiles, you don't.
Yeah.
Your death vote won't go away after this.
It's an exile. Yeah.
The exiles don't count, and the -1 and +3 votes for the thief and bureaucrat do not count on exile votes as well. So it's just a strict, everyone just is no power, basically. Just pretend you don't have a power and we're voting. We need 10 votes to exile Colton. And we will start in 3, 2, 1. That is only 1 vote. So
Thanks, Scotty.
Colton safe. Any nominations? And also remember, the Doomsayer is in play this game.
All right.
I guess if we don't have to worry about
I don't know what
dying.
Nam is doing, but I know that someone else claimed that Chris was a minion, and I want to bring that up now and nominate that person. So I nominate Nadi. I heard this secondhand, but Nadi was claiming that Chris was a minion, not a demon. Which, whether or not Nam's telling the truth or not, I don't know why Nami also put suspicion on Chris. So Nadi, can you just explain? I'm going to nominate you, and you explain what your suspicion on Chris is.
I did not say that I think is a minion. Whoever told you that was wrong.
Okay, Alex told me that.
And Harriman whispered during
Alex,
the first day.
Alex told me that, Nadi. So is Alex? Did Alex lie to me?
Why? Who is Jason nominating?
I nominated Nadi based on information I got from Alex. I don't mind
That's
saying
the wrong
that it's
name.
Alex because Nadi is now denying it. So let's
Maybe Alex misunderstood. I did give him some information, but that was not the information I gave him. And there are a few people on this chat that can confirm that that's not the information I gave. So
What information did you give him then? You might as well just make it public because you can have.
I mean, I can make it public. If I make it public, you won't execute me. But then the nighttime will execute me because my power is pretty strong. Well, I guess I just well, that was stupid.
Jason, I talked to Nadi, and he did not tell me that Chris was bad.
Okay, then Alex is lying, and we don't kill Nadi, and we kill Alex. Then
We're going to do this
Alex lied
vote.
to me.
So it starts with Chris in 3, 2, 1.
So if he dies now, it just looks like it could be an impasse, or a star pass rather.
So many players, I forgot where I was. I was going to vote no anyway. So
We need to kill Harriman.
I
Who
think
said
we
that?
still need to kill
Scott,
Elena. I
It's
mean,
gotta-
we need to
okay,
get that
so-
suspicion off the table. And
Why do
it's
we
a-
need to kill Harryman?
Scott, why do you need to kill me?
Because you control his internet access. That's why. Well,
I'll
what-
nominate
what-
her. I'm nominating Elena just to get the suspicion off the table since we trust Groove. I mean, I do anyways. I don't know. I know a couple other people did too. So, something to go off of, and it's a good kill. She's not gonna help us anymore. So,
Worst case scenario,
she can
we've
still
killed
help
an
when she's dead,
outsider.
but she's not. Her powers, she don't have any.
No one's on the chopping block yet, right?
No one's on the
Right.
check block. Elena, do you want to defend yourself? Well, I'm not getting.
You're muted.
Yeah, we can't hear you.
Can't hear you.
There you go.
Yeah, you're right that nothing bad will really come from me dying. So I guess if you want to kill me, go for it.
With that, we start with Sean. First gets the first vote. 9 needed for a majority. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Starting the vote.
Yeah, I mean, what are the odds she was poisoned in the first night? I mean, it's just
1 in 20.
Right. It seems like unlikely that if there was a poisoner, she was poisoned the first day.
First of all, the poisoner wouldn't pick himself or minions or imp. Also, I don't think they would target so the odds are actually higher than that.
That is 12 votes, and that puts Elena on the chopping block. Need another nomination. In 5.
I'll nominate Alex just to get some votes because that confusion with Naughty doesn't sit right with me.
Annie's nominating Alex. And Alex, do you want to defend yourself?
Sure. What I remember Nadi saying was immediately that there were 2 evil players, and he named one, and then after that, I was trying to ask him for the other. He was saying that he got information every night, and then I thought I got the second name, and he said something about not being a demon. So I intimated that he was naming minions, but then when I checked that role that would name minions, that doesn't act every night. And that's the point. I said, I don't know whether he was confused, lying, or I misunderstood. And that's where we're at.
Well, I think Alex
And
just killed Naughty.
I'll come out as I am the butler. So
You're starting the vote in with Manny, and it's 12 votes tie. 13 will take the lead. Starting in 3, 2, 1.
Nobody's counterclaiming Butler at this point.
Anybody want to say they just don't believe him as Butler instead of counterclaiming him?
He had told me earlier that he was an outsider.
If he claims Butler, that brings, with my information, that brings us up to potentially 4 outsiders.
So
Which means
Sonia,
there's a Baronian.
Sonia, can you confirm him as the butler?
Can I confirm that he's the
understand
butler?
you can either confirm him or not confirm him, so just tell us.
Well, I talked to Alex in the first day, and he told me he was the butler.
But you asked him a question too, didn't you?
No, I just asked him who he was. So he told me he was the butler.
That's not what I was told by Alex.
Alex.
Jason
going
going hard
on
so
with
for
Alex
Alex.
right now?
I need a
I was told by
nomination.
Alex Moore.
For
I was
Alex,
told by
for
Alex
some
Moore
reason.
that Sonia specifically asked a role which wasn't butler. So, Sonia, did you or not?
I don't want to say.
I need
Nominate Chris.
5, 4.
Guami nominates Chris.
I've
Who's
already been
already
nominated.
It's already been
Oh,
nominated.
have you? Shoot, never mind.
3, 2, 1. Elena has died. Elena, how
Holmes
would
and
you
Evil
like to be
Traveler.
executed?
Electrocution in the tub.
Wow.
The
It's so dark.
second part of the
Jeez.
execution is going to be a self-explanatory way of electrocution because I missed the whole thing, and we're just going to go to bed.
Fair enough. Well, there goes Guami again, trying to kill me off. Always trying to kill me off. He has got to be evil. And I bet you it's him and Jason again. God dang it. He didn't want Elena to die. Why? I don't understand why not. Yes, I'm still alive.
You're still alive. And Elena died during the day.
Yep.
And she is the Scarlet Woman.
Yes. And Guami nominated me after that. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. Everybody, yeah, rock that body, yeah, woman. Okay, let me think. Manny tried to nominate somebody else too to save her butt. Manny, Guami, trying to save her butt. They're evil. I need to talk. Groovy, I need to talk to you today.
So who died last night?
Is everyone here? Is Guami here?
Missing
How are you?
Wami, I think. He's
How
usually
are
slow
you,
to get back.
Batman, if
Well, I
you
mean,
kill
yeah,
werewolves?
So while we're waiting, I got one of these Snickers bars.
Yep.
From the health food store. And I didn't realize it was a protein bar. It is perhaps the most disgusting thing that has ever been in my mouth.
No.
A little bit of information nobody knew.
Mike needs to come talk.
I want to talk to
Wasn't
Groove.
it an indicator
So-
that it was at a health food store?
Yeah. Yeah, I should have known
You're
better.
paying $3 for one Snickers bar.
Yeah.
It was a peaceful night, and the snakes were full after they ate after they ate Scotty Love, and there has been no death today.
Ooh, we got a
I want
soldier.
to talk to Groove right away.
I got
soldier
Groove,
or a
I'd like
monk?
to talk to you first.
I'm gonna give you about.
Chris, can we talk together? I'm fine talking together.
Just give me like 1 minute with Groove, and then you can pop in, and I'll stay and talk to you too.
All right. I'll go to my room. All right.
I just need 30 seconds with Groove.
Colton, do you want to
Jason,
talk
do you
for a
want
second?
to?
All right. I know you're the
Hey, what's up?
librarian. She
No,
was.
I'm not. I'm not the librarian.
Yes, you are.
No.
Don't even lie to me, because you can.
I'm the investigator.
No, that's not what I was told.
By who?
By the Undertaker.
Yeah, then whoever told you that's wrong.
I have to. Okay, I'll have to go check with him. Anyways, well, he also told me that the lady Elena we killed was the Scarlet Woman.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
So you died in vain, but we got her. So
Yeah. No, that's fine. I'm all right with dying. But whoever told you I'm the librarian is, I'm right. I'm the investigator.
that's weird. Maybe I misheard. Okay, well then I'm gonna go check my information and then. But that's all I needed to say was I think that's all I needed to tell you is that I believe you're good.
Okay.
And I'm good, so we're good.
So who's spreading rumors about you?
I don't know, man. I don't like it. I'll tell you right now. I talked to Colton and Nam the first night, and they both came to me and they both said, "Chris, we're the evil travelers. We know you're the demon. Who are your bad guys?" And with Colton, he did it first, so I was just like, "Oh, haha, very funny. I'm not the demon, blah blah blah." Then Nam came and I was like, "Yeah, I'm the demon, and it's Ross and Sonia." I was so And then I was like, no, dude, I'm not telling you anything because I don't know nothing. And then he was like, I know you're the demon. I was like, okay, it's Ross and Sonya. I'm telling you, they're my teammates. I don't know if they're good or bad, honestly, at all. So don't let that information
All right, I won't.
throw your mind somewhere because I have nothing.
All right.
But, well, I got to tell you. You're the only one that knows, so don't tell anybody. I'm the Undertaker. That's how come I heard you were the librarian. That's what Scott told me one night, the first night after you died.
That doesn't make any sense. I am the investigator.
Which is...
Unless I was drunk, or unless I was poisoned.
No, that doesn't make any... Maybe I misheard. I'll have to double check with Scott. Maybe it was... But she was definitely the Scarlet Woman.
Okay.
And I'll double check. Later on, if I get my information, I'll just be like, hey, Groove, you were right, I was wrong. Or I'll just say, I'm still supposed to be right.
Okay.
And
okay.
That way you'll know and nobody else will know what we're talking about.
Okay.
All right. That's all. You can
All
go
right.
talk to Jason.
All right.
Okay, Sean, are you okay to chat, or Chris, or Harriman, or anybody? I'm willing to take anybody into my comedy club.
Jason.
Yeah.
Godfrey's playing.
I'll go to your
Dead
comedy club.
Dead groovy. Can I talk to you?
Okay. All right, so I'll see you there.
Is that Harriman?
Yeah.
Yep. All right, I'll go to my room.
All right.
Go to your room.
Scott, can I talk to you either for a second or just send you a private message thing about a
Yeah,
rules question?
I'll meet you in your room.
Okay. I just got a rules question. My room. Where is my room? There it is. Let me go to my room. I just wanted to confirm if it's possible to confirm what you told me about Groove the first night. Or if you can't tell me again, that's fine. I just wanted to confirm if that's possible.
Librarian.
Okay. Dang it. Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
I got a freaking trash studio apartment.
Are you complaining about your room? Oh, he's gone.
What?
I think he was complaining about the room you gave him.
Who was?
Justin, it sounded like.
Oh.
He said he has a trash studio apartment compared to, I think he was talking to Troy, has like a suite or something. And I think he's Jay Swizzle, right? They're the buddies. He's a beach house, yeah. Yeah, that was the conversation.
I'm going to give a 2-minute warning.
Garbage.
Chris or Alex, would either of you like to talk?
I'll talk to you for a minute. Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
Your room?
I'll come to you, Chris.
Oh, okay. My room's fine. I'm pretty sure I'm drunk.
Why is that?
Because the information I have is pretty solid, if it's right. And the person I talked to about the information I have, which is about them, he said that he's not them. So my information's probably faulty. I got information
Did you ask
on
the
Groove.
demon? Did you ask the demon if they were the demon?
No. I got information on
Okay.
Groove the first night. I was one of the top. I'll just say I'm one of the top 4. Blah blah blah. I don't care. Anyways,
Okay.
I got information. I checked it on him, and he says he's not. He says he was the other role. I'm pretty sure I'm drunk.
Who was the other person that?
Nobody else. Let me. Look, I don't 100% trust you yet, so I don't want to tell you everything.
Well, I mean, I assume you're either claiming that you're the librarian or washerwoman, because I mean, if you were the investigator, you wouldn't be expecting him to tell the truth, and a chef wouldn't get that kind of info.
I know.
If he was an outsider, he wouldn't have nominated. So I assume you're claiming washerwoman.
I am very confusing with my role because I am going to probably lie to everybody but 1 or 2 people. about who I am. And I already told one person who I am. Let's just say,
are you gonna deny my assumption that you're the washerwoman?
I'm not going to confirm or deny any assumptions.
All right.
But the fact remains, the information I got seems pretty faulty because I feel Groove is really a good player. And the information I got is a different role than what he's saying he is. So I think I'm just drunk. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Like, I got faulty information because I think he was good. So I can be killed at any time. It doesn't matter.
Are you claiming that you were the investigator and saw him as a minion?
Nope. No, I didn't see him as a bad person at all. I saw him as a good player, and he told me he's a different good player. So I feel he has no reason to lie about that. So I feel that I'm just drunk.
Did you see him as an outsider?
No, it's all townfolk. All of it's townfolk.
Super dead. I like that.
I'm pretty positive, Colton. Which kind of sucks.
I would put that into my
Nominations
grimoire.
open. The angel ability is gone out of the game, so new players are no longer safe anymore.
Nominate all the new people.
So I want to clear something up. Sonia, did you ask Alex a specific role before he told you his role or not?
So if you come to my room, we can talk. But out here in front of everybody, I ain't saying nothing like that.
If not, I'm going to be nominating you. That's why I need to know if you're telling the truth or not.
Nominate me then. You should have come to my room and talked to me.
I had a lot of people that I had to talk to this round.
But obviously I wasn't important enough. Obviously I wasn't in front of everybody.
Everyone, can storyteller? I think Elena has something to say.
Elena?
I'm giving Nam my dead vote.
Okay. Thank you, Elena.
Yes.
Does this mean Elena loses her dead vote the rest of the game?
Yes, but it also means
All right,
Nam
so
can tell us what side she's on.
Yeah, what side she on, Nam?
Yeah, what side she's on now?
I haven't. Scott hasn't texted me yet, so we could keep going with the Sonia someday. I will tell you when Scott texts me.
I will let you know right now.
I think we should exile Nam.
Hang on.
Wait, what just happened? You gave
So his
Nam
power,
your
his
vote?
power is that he takes dead person votes, and that allows him to vote. He learns their role, their alignment, when he takes
They're
that
good or
vote.
bad.
Oh, okay.
Okay, also Groovy, I know you said you'd have information this turn. Do you have it now? Are you able to say it now?
I needed to talk to somebody. I didn't get quite what I wanted, but I'll say this: I'm the investigator, and
Elena's good.
Okay.
Let's you got the answer
So
now?
I'm the investigator, and there is a Baron in the game. So it means there's an extra minion, or not minion. I'm sorry, outsider. But
I mean, there's definitely a drunk then.
Yeah, I think we have tabs on. I think that Elena was either virgin or drunk, so that's one gone.
Yeah,
And I
wasn't a
have tabs
virgin.
on all the other ones.
If she was a virgin, I would have died.
Virgin
Yeah.
is a townsfolk, though. Are you confusing it with the saint like I did? Because I
So-
kept doing that.
So the short answer is Groovy. If you were the drunk, then you would actually be. You wouldn't be a townsfolk. You would actually be. You wouldn't actually be the private investigator. You'd actually be the drunk. So your information would be wrong, and you'd be an outsider. In which case, you wouldn't have died. Or if Elena was drunk, she wouldn't actually be the virgin. So that could be the answer. So your information may be wrong, and it may be no Baron for all we know. But if you're saying
One of them has to be the drunk if they're both on the good team.
Even
problem is-
even if one of
Somebody could be poisoned.
even if one of them was drunk, there's, as far as I know, 3 people claiming outsider.
But why the sudden pass of the vote from Elena to Nam?
because Nam always does this, and he likes to power play people and get them to do stuff.
It's
Nam's
literally his
fault.
ability.
No.
He needs to convince people. He's the
No.
beggar. He has to beg people to give him his vote. That's his ability. Don't blame it on Nam. He's playing his
Yeah.
role.
No,
And-
he's playing his
No,
role.
And
I understand that, but
willingly
why-
do that? I didn't push Elena because Elena is executed. There's a lot of suspicion on her, so she wants to prove herself. So why are you pushing on me and Elena? It makes perfect sense.
So all I'm getting at is Nam, Elena, and Groovy are not on the same team.
If I die, Nam, I'll give you my vote.
Yeah, I mean, Nam, you didn't come to me and ask for my vote.
That could be arranged, Kwame.
No, because I trust you. I only want the suspicious person to give me the dead vote. I don't want the town to give me the dead vote.
So Groovy, can you say who the two people are? Can you say that you obviously are saying you saw Baron as a private investigator?
Yeah, I saw Baron and it was.
Let's say the two people.
The reason I didn't bring it up in the first 2 days is because they're both newbies, and I didn't want to mistakenly start to lynch them.
Yep. No.
I just want to confirm Elena could still be the spy, because I asked God whether the spy is an evil alignment. I told that the spy only appear as a good character. They cannot change the alignment because the alignment is different from character. So I don't know why Scott is still getting the spy is not an evil alignment.
If that's
But
true, then
just want to confirm Elena can still be the spy. That's everything I got.
We know. Anyway, let's let Groovy finish his talk about who he saw as the possible Baron. They're both new players.
They're both new players, so now that the Angel's gone, it was either Justin or Troy.
And Justin claimed to be an outsider, which is a good cover.
And he claimed to be the recluse, specifically to me.
He claimed to be the recluse too, which is always
so. It's a good cover, but
it's not necessarily a good kill. Well, it's a safe kill then. Because you wouldn't claim the recluse if you were the saint.
So here's the problem though. If he really is the recluse,
kill Harriman.
Here's the thing, and this is why I'm leaning Troy between the two of them, because
I think I need to talk to Scotty.
I think you do.
Because all four outsiders are in the game. So therefore, if someone's actually claiming to be an outsider, the Baron wouldn't claim to be an outsider because all four are in the game. So
it is possible for the recluse. It could be the recluse and a townsfolk that are paired up, and the recluse can register as the Baron to the investigator. I don't know that Scott would do that in this 20-player game, but that is possible.
Harriman, somebody's got it out for you.
I think so. I think it's very. The voices from the dead keep on saying it. They don't give us any reason for it, but they keep on telling us to do it.
The recluse.
Scotty Love, do you want to say something? Like, tell us what your role is. Say something other than kill Harriman every turn. Like, say something. Tell us what you are and tell us what happened.
I was the empath.
Okay.
And I'm sitting next to Harriman and Groove.
And what number did you
get?
I
got a 1. 1.
And you trust
so why does that make me the...
Harriman figured out I was the empath without me telling him.
Yeah,
he asked me if I knew something about Groove, and he figured it out.
Yeah, because you said you hope people around you are good.
Evil too.
I'm gonna say it's not.
They both can't be evil. One of them's evil and one of them's not.
Right.
Right.
I don't want to be that guy, but we could also say poison or drunk. But that's obvious, so I don't even need to say that. But Scotty's got it locked in his mind that Harriman's the bad guy. So
I mean,
do we trust that either Justin or Troy is the Baron then? I mean, I haven't heard more than 2 outsider roles claimed yet.
I'd like to also say that I don't think we have a spy, because if last night nobody died, that means they probably went after the soldier, and a spy would have told them who the soldier was, so that they wouldn't try to attack him, right?
You could have gone.
Unless the monk was involved, Chris.
I think we can see that there is a Baron.
I'm a little confused. I'm going to come out here, and I'm going to say I'm the empath. Because I told Nadi this at the very beginning of the game, and I have zeros right now.
I nominate Troy.
Okay, Troy's lying. Just nominate him. That's the answer.
Yeah, I nominate Troy.
Nam is nominating Troy.
Yeah, Troy's lying. Sorry.
Yeah. I don't think Evil, here's my accusation. Scotty is this empath, he's dead. I don't think Evil will kill themselves the first day.
Yeah. Troy, do you want to say anything?
I don't know. I'm just confused. But okay.
I hear the Price is Right losing Tuba is what I hear right now.
With that, Sonia gets the first vote. 9 is still a majority. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, Troy is the Baron. Right.
Not Troy.
So why the good team's not voting?
Why don't we have him use Doomsayer?
Out here.
That was the first vote, right? Or nom?
That might be
2,
enough.
3,
Oh.
4, 5, 6, 7. We've only got 7. We need
That's
9.
9 votes. That is 9 votes.
Take out Harriman.
Okay,
That is enough. Troy is on the chopping block.
so Troy, if you're good, why don't you use
Scott, did you hear a Yahoo?
Yahoo.
Yes, what?
I took out Harriman.
You just killed Harriman?
Good job, AR.
Harriman has been shot through the leg by Yahoo, but it just kept bleeding, and he is dead.
What a slow, painful death, Harriman.
And we didn't even get to
Somebody
choose.
doesn't like you.
Yeah, I don't
Or
even
they're a
get to
bad
choose how I
shot,
die.
don't know.
Who's on the chopping block with how many? Sorry.
Troy with 9.
Troy with 9.
Oh, because so one of the people was the selected one and got 3 votes.
Yeah.
Or something.
I have information that it might affect who we want to nominate, but I don't know. Maybe I want to know another day. Maybe. I think that from the information I have, maybe Sean. I'm the fortune teller, and I know one of 3 people are the imp, or 4 maybe, and they weren't nominated yet.
Wait, you know 4 people are the imp, so you got 2 imp hits on 2 different turns?
Just my power is basically I can pick 2 people.
I know what it
I know
is.
who you are.
You're saying you got 2 different hits already.
No, it's on weak people, and considering we have travelers and dead people, there are only like 3 or 4 people that are not in my list.
You've only had 3 looks, so tell us who you looked at each night, so we know what's going on.
You looked at each night, so we know. I had 3 looks, not 4 looks. Right. I had Chris, Troy,
You get a
Ross.
positive or negative. Chris and Troy, positive or negative?
Negative. I had 0 hits altogether.
Okay.
Ross, Justin.
Okay.
Ross Justin.
Let's see, Guami and
Ross and Justin, did you get a positive or a negative?
I mean, if I'm a recluse, I got positive.
Because a recluse would show up maybe positive.
Jason, he said he has not had a positive. He said negative all the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
And he's only looking for demon. He doesn't get a ping on a
Who is it
minion.
on the third one? You said Kwame and
The
who?
recluse shows up. The recluse shows up as the female.
Jason, let
I
him
think he was
finish.
also poisoned because then
Guys, let him finish,
he knew
please.
he was the fortune teller. I would have poisoned him.
Everyone be quiet.
Hold on.
Naughty.
Finish up, Naughty.
He froze.
See, we waited too
Your
long.
floor.
for the info.
Jason. If I could nominate, I'd nominate Jason.
Jason just caused Natty
Jason.
to crash.
Yeah, talk to him for
All right,
days.
Jason.
Explanation.
DDoSing
It looks like
in
Elena's
Blood on the
cracked
Clocktower.
too.
Not cool.
Oh, no. There. All right, okay, Naughty, we
Oh, he's
still
back
need,
to life.
we need your third one yet. Guami and who?
and Harriman.
And did you get a
Oh.
positive?
No, they were all negatives.
Let's go back to that original statement.
So looking at who's left, I think we have Sean, Alex, Manny. I did. So my gut feeling is we need to nominate one of those before they transfer over their throne.
So here's what I'm confused about. Justin, we already have Justin claiming to be the recluse, but he didn't show up as a demon. Is Scott playing
Well,
with
with
us or
that-
not?
Is it well? So
Doesn't
is
have
the,
to.
the test only shows up if it's a demon, right?
Yeah.
I don't think I'd show
Minions
up as
don't
evil,
show
but
up.
not
Right,
demon.
demon.
You can show up as evil, Justin.
Yep.
Yeah, he
So
showed
yeah,
up
it says
evil, but
might.
not demon specifically.
Justin,
You can
show
register
up,
as-
if you are the recluse, you could show up as the demon.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
So
could
does
ping as
that
a
mean
demon or a
Justin's
minion.
not the recluse then?
No, it just
No.
means
He
that
got a
when he
negative,
checked him,
right?
He could
a
be.
may.
He could
come up
be.
as demon.
He
It's
could
a
be.
may.
It's up to Scott.
Yep.
It's a might.
Oh,
It
it's
does
up
it for
to
the store.
Scott.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
All right. So
Remember, this is demon, not evil,
What if?
right?
Okay, I know I'm on the chalking block, but what if Elena was poisoned the first night, like we thought we were, and then Scotty was drunk?
I don't
Because
think
I'm
that-
really confused right now. I mean, I know it just got voted on the chopping block, but
If Scotty was drunk, he would still be given a roll, and if he was given empath,
he was given empath.
He wasn't given empath. That means you're lying because he wouldn't be given the same role as someone else. It doesn't work that way.
It was definitely the empath, and I got one hit. So it's either Groove or Harriman. Unless I'm drunk.
and
Both
Groove
Groove
did.
and Harriman.
Yeah.
So Harriman's
I'm so confused.
claimed to be top 4.
Unless, so that means, so that means,
Both of them.
Oh,
because
also,
Naughty tested Harriman.
but wait, Naughty tested Harriman, but here's the thing. Naughty already said he had a powerful role, so there's a good chance to poison or hit Naughty this turn, so his information could have been wrong this turn. So Guami and Harriman
He
are
got
not
I would have poisoned him if I was evil.
exactly. So if he was poisoned, then we don't know if Naughty's information is correct or reversed, in which case Harriman or Guami could possibly be the demon.
Yep.
Well,
All we know is that if there's a monk, they should protect him again.
I could nominate. I can't. So
You can't. You're dead. So.
I do need an.
So are we sticking with Troy here, or what are we doing? Because as
he
always,
lied.
I'm
He is a
completely.
liar,
Oh,
if nothing else.
yeah. Is there anybody we suspect more? Because like always, I'm ultimately confused and feel like I've been drinking.
Is there not a world where Scotty could be lying?
In a world, that's completely
There's a world
possible
where Scotty
too, because he
could be
came up with that pretty late.
I was killed at
The problem
night.
is he died by the demon.
Do you think that the demon would kill one of his minions on the very first?
In this script, no.
Yeah, that is pretty early.
If there's a big Immortus possibility,
Yeah.
it
I
makes
mean,
sense, but yeah.
I have seen it.
I've seen it a
He
couple
died at
times
night?
too, but what's the likelihood?
But Scotty came to me the first night or first day and told me that he had information on me and he wasn't sure if I was good or bad. So I don't believe he's lying about being the empath.
It makes sense.
Okay.
Which means we have to let Troy die.
Thanks, James.
I need a nomination in 7.
Well,
6.
7. Why that number? That's arbitrary.
4.
Deal with it, Ross. Deal with it.
2.
Freaking me out tonight, Scott.
1.
Next time he's going to do 3.
And Troy has died. Troy, how would you like to die?
Just punching me a bunch, just beating on me.
The whole town got together and just like gang punched on Troy, and he is
Empath this.
down for the count.
At this. Didn't see this coming, did you?
And we'll go to the night. Oops, I need to move everyone back. Do I need to move everyone back?
I like this new group. This is awesome.
Well, we need a breakout room.
Yes.
Yeah, you got to open the rooms.
Okay, hang on.
I mean, I can pick my own room. That's fine.
Maybe you can open a room in 14.
Yeah. So, move Manny back. And Guami. 3. Almost done. Sean.
I didn't know Harriman died.
Yeah, who killed him?
Yeah, who killed him?
Yeah, gunslaying.
Oh, I thought he missed.
No, big guy.
Yeah, that was what it sounded like, but that's not what happened.
It was a lethal miss.
It was a lethal, missed the heart or head, but still killed him.
There was no help coming, and so over the course of a week, he just.
So then my information, I have no more.
We're back. I'm feeling more like a drunk. I could have also just been poisoned the first night. Hoping to get more information here. But I definitely got Librarian on him, Scarlet Woman on her. I had to have been poisoned, which means it's somebody I know poisoned me the first time. Who? I don't know. But we'll find out at some point, hopefully. Let's see. Guami tried to save her, though, so I feel like he wanted me to die, which means that he's evil again. And we're doing a rematch of Undertaker versus Undertaker just for Scott. That's my beliefs, my story, and I'm sticking to it. Let me check my headset here. I'll believe you. That's why I'm gonna give it to the count of 10 to get your ugly, stinking, no good keister out my door. 1, 2, 10. Keep the change, you filthy animal. Name that movie.
Hello.
Hello?
Oh, you didn't see me come in?
No. I was staring up at the ceiling, thinking about life, liberty.
So I'm assuming, because I went to get some food. I just came back. I have no idea what's happening, but I assume you're the Undertaker, right?
Yeah, and I'm dead now. God bless it.
It happens.
That's life for me. Dead.
Oh well. See you.
Yeah.
See you with everyone.
See you in a bit.
Hey, everyone. I'm missing one. I'm missing one. Is everyone here?
It should be.
I'm just gonna assume everyone's here. And in the night, Chris has died by snake bite.
Huh.
And I will.
I want to talk to Ross and Sonia. I don't care which order.
Chris, can I talk to you?
Yeah, Jason. Head over to mine.
Okay.
I accidentally left while I was asking you, so I went back because I wasn't sure if you had heard me or not.
I did, and then I came here, and then you were gone.
Yeah, so you died last night, which, if I understand the game correctly, means that you were not evil.
Well, not necessarily.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, anyway,
I'm not evil, but I'm gonna tell you, since you're new at the game, it does not necessarily mean, because sometimes the imp will kill his own minions or kill himself to transfer the power of minion to somebody else.
Oh, so you could have been the imp. Yes, got it.
Yep.
Well, do you want to claim a role?
Yeah.
Since you said you are good.
I'm a good player, and I'm concerned about you.
Why?
Because you wanted to kill me earlier.
Well, somebody told me you were evil, so I wrote that down. I don't even remember now who said that. Oh, I think what it was that they had said that if the evil travelers would be told who the demon was, and 2 of the travelers wanted to talk to you right away.
They did, and it was Colton and Nam, and both of them came to me
And
and
I
said,
suspect Nam is evil.
Yeah, I suspect he is too, especially since he just got his vote from Elena, and I'm pretty sure she's evil.
That's weird.
I don't think she's the virgin like she's claiming.
Why would an evil player come out as the virgin? Because the only thing that's going to immediately happen is they're going to be killed.
Well, it's weird. Yes. Well, I don't think she had a powerful evil role, so she was okay taking a wimpy virgin role and just going with it. Another thing you need to know is the demon gets 3 fake rolls that aren't in the
Yeah, I
game.
know.
Oh, okay. So that might have been one of the fake rolls, and since she wasn't like a powerful roll, she probably took that one because it's like, if I die, I got nothing to do anyways. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. So the end game, it's not like you're trying to reach parity. The end game is literally you want it to be that the demon and a villager as the final 2.
Yep. Or ideally, if you're evil, you want to get it to be the demon and all his minions.
Because then there's no other way for it to end.
Yep. Exactly. But,
so you think that Elena was an evil player?
Yes.
So why would Nam have wanted to talk to you right away if you were good?
That's the thing that Colton and Nam both did to me. Is as soon as they came to me, which I was surprised you didn't do because they did it too because you're all travelers. They came to me and said, "We know you're the demon. What do you know?" And I was like, when Colton did it the first time, I said, "I'm not the demon. What are you talking about?" And he said, "No, I know you're the demon. I was told you're the." We went on for like that for a little bit, and then he said, "All right, well, I was just checking because I'm gonna go up to people and see if they'll tell me they're the demon because the demon doesn't know who the travelers are." Yep. Nam did the same thing, and then I messed with him, and I said, "Ross and Sonia were my minions." He's like, "But the demon has 3." I'm like, "I only know 2."
Wow.
So
you're not telling me anything?
My information is that Elena was evil, and that Groove, whatever his name is, Groovy or whatever, was good. Both.
So I got Harriman killed. Do you think Harriman was evil?
I think that might have been a wrong kill, but I don't know. The fact that when we killed Alana, Guami tried to nominate me yet again makes me think that he's evil, but I could be wrong. That's just on my suspicions that he was trying to keep her alive a little longer.
So riddle me this. I did not come to you and tell you that I was evil. How does that bode for you? Do you think that says that I'm good, or do you think that says I'm evil, or do you not think it speaks to that?
I think it might say that you are slightly evil.
Huh.
I could be wrong. It doesn't speak volumes for it, but it certainly kind of teeters me a little towards evil just because they both did it. And you didn't.
I will point out that you're one of 20 players, so even if I did do that, wouldn't have necessarily come to you. I think it's actually very weird that 2 people chose that strategy and came to you first.
Yep. I thought so too. And I think, with that said, I think Nam is bad. Especially since I believe Elena is bad, and she gave her vote to Nam.
Why? That doesn't make sense. Well, so Nam never said if she was good or bad. We only have 2 minutes left. I think I'm going to go talk to Nam if I can.
Okay, no problem. We'll talk later. We can talk another
Okay, cool. Nam, would you mind talking?
I'm in here with all the bad people and the dead people. That's good. And Bree, because I don't know much about what she is.
What is Bree, by the way? What is her? Oh, the scapegoat.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's
So that's why I'm left with the dead people and the bad people.
That's why nobody talks to you, because you'll just die eventually at some point anyways. I feel bad for you. Who would have gave you such a role, Scott?
Nam, can we chat?
Who? Me?
Yeah.
Hey, Guami, can we talk?
I love how
Manny, sure.
Can you come to my room?
Yes.
Manny.
I don't need to talk to
Manny, my room.
Yeah, your room.
Where is it? Oh, there it is.
Since I'm dead, I'm not really afraid of saying anything.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
Did you?
I found out. I think I might be drunk. I'm either drunk. Or I was poisoned that night. I was thinking about it. I could have been poisoned.
Okay.
So yeah, that's where I'm at.
Chris, did you say what your role was?
Nope.
Okay.
And they killed me. And I'm just a lowly person. I had no real role. They wasted their time. I had no information.
So maybe there is no spy.
Yeah, they're a bunch of fools. Those demons.
But Scott,
Oh, I was in mid sentence. Imagine like it's like somebody's mom coming up with a broom.
Before we continue on, I'm throwing it out there for everyone to know. Sonia said if I came to her room, she would tell me what she told Alex, what role. She never did. She's like, I'm not going to tell you. So I think Sonia's bad, and she just doesn't want to say anything about it.
I have some good reason to think that that's true. What I learned last night is that, unless of course I was poisoned, just both Sean and Sonia are the imp.
Sean and
who?
Sean and Sonia.
Well, then I nominate Sonia because she wouldn't even tell me what she told Alex after she said, "Come to my room and I'll tell you." So
Yeah. Also. Yeah, one of them. Also, the first round, if we do now think that Troy is not good, Troy told me he was an empath on the first day. He told me that Sonia was good. So if he's bad, I don't want to trust that either.
Lying about her. So I nominate
Troy was the Baron.
It's the only thing that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah, let's nominate Sonia.
Jason, do you want to say anything else?
Okay, so as you all heard a turn ago, Sonia said, if you come to my room, I'll tell you in private what I asked Alex, what I said the role was to Alex. And I went there and she argued with me for 10 minutes going, I'm not going to tell you, I'm not going to tell you, and didn't tell me anything.
Wow.
So I don't believe that she's actually good, because if she was, it would have been a simple thing. It would have been simple enough to say you asked Alex if he was the saint, Sonia. That's all you had to say was, I asked Alex if he was a saint. That's all you had to say, but you didn't, so therefore I have to nominate you.
Sonia, do you want to say any defense?
I would, absolutely. So I did say that, and I was expecting everybody that I've talked to has given me a little something, something, but Jason refused to give me anything. So why in the world he called me out 2 days in a row in front of everybody? Why would I give the information out willingly like that? That doesn't make any sense. At first off, it's my turn to talk, don't you dare. So now I am not the imp. I am not a minion. I'm going to tell you what I've told everybody that I've talked to, that I am a good person and I am non-chaotic. And so I told Jason in the room for 2 minutes that I didn't trust him. So there was no way that I was going to scratch his back if he didn't scratch mine.
I told you I would tell you my role. If you told me the one information to Alex, I told you I would tell you my role.
Let's vote.
Okay, with that, we're going to vote. First vote does go to Jason. We need 7 for a majority. And I will start the vote in 3, 2, 1.
Has anybody figured out if we have a drunk or if they're drunk yet? Could be me.
When did Bree die?
Well, drunk counts as an outsider, right?
Oh,
Bree-
never mind.
Right.
Yes.
I'm looking at the wrong circle.
They're tight with 20 people. Oh.
So worth pointing out, Troy is a dead vote on Sonia, so I don't think she is actually evil. So we probably need to nom somebody else.
Would use his dead vote, and there was only 4 votes on Sonia.
Oh.
Wait,
Wow.
what's the 8 favor?
Eight here.
Oh.
Is this because of the negative thing?
Scott,
So
you have
negative.
you have to count the vote when it's run when it's clockwise, so therefore we can know who's the
I
But the
play.
negative
to the
vote
dish
is always
and
made a
Okay.
simple vote.
That's the way I
Colton, who did
play
you
it.
pick? Colton, who
Okay,
did you pick?
I can clarify this. I finally gave Jason his wish and gave Jason my vote.
And someone made my
And
vote
I
negative.
think Josh also picked you, which tripled the negative vote. That's what happened.
Oh, wow.
Jason's vote for us right now is going to be not killed. So Jason,
It's
you
actually
can't vote.
hilarious. I didn't realize it would work like that. It makes total sense.
I didn't realize it would work like that either, but
Now, Jason, you can't
does.
vote if you believe
Yeah.
they're bad.
I'm not
I'd say we could nominate Jason, and he has the power to take 3 votes away from himself too. So we'd really have to be suspect of him.
Right.
Wow.
Do those votes carry
really
over
funny.
to the next night
No.
or the next
No.
day?
No.
The
choose
bureaucrat
every
chooses every night.
Unless
So
they
does
all
the
both
PTA.
choose the same person again.
And I'm glad that happened. That's actually really funny. I never considered that.
Yeah.
Wait, so I nominate Naughty because I don't know why he saw me as bad.
Well, not
I'm
not.
I clarified my rationale.
Didn't you say it was Sean or Sonia? It had to be one of them.
Yeah, I said it was Sean or Sonia. Plus, I said that Troy told me on the first night that Sonia is good. And
I never talked
yeah,
to Troy. I never talked to Troy at all this game.
Troy said he was the empath. Plus,
False claims.
this day you went to a room with Sean. That's the first thing you did. So that's the information I know. So I'm thinking that you two are both bad, but I don't know which one is imp.
Neither one of us are the imp.
Natty's played before, right?
Yeah, I want to tell everyone that Natty whispered with Troy the first day.
Say it again?
Oh, you whispered with Troy the first day.
He was with what? With Troy?
He whispered to Troy the first day.
Oh, gotcha. Whispered.
Just like Colton and Harriman were whispering.
Okay, I'm going to start the vote. First vote's with Chris, but he's dead. Yahoo has the first real vote. And we'll start in 3, 2, 1. 7 is still the majority. We're voting on Nadi.
Anybody think it's
Why is he
weird
still
that
alive
he's
if he
still
came out
alive?
as a fortune teller? Yeah.
Right? I died, and I'm worthless, and yet somehow he's still alive? Come on.
And he's been petting me. That's all I'm gonna say.
5 votes not enough.
Unless you think that the demon's just been working with the poisoner and they've been permanently poisoning the fortune teller, in which case they're... Or if there's a spy and know that he's drunk, maybe.
Looks like Elena used her dead vote.
Well, if there's a spy, I don't know why they would have killed me over.
Yeah, that's true.
somebody else.
I mean, maybe you're the most powerful role left.
I need another nomination.
Well,
he's not good. I am not Batman. He's a friend of
Sean, I'm nominating Sean.
I'd be Robin, if anything.
Who's nominating Sean?
I am.
Nadi?
Yeah.
So I'm legitimately, this isn't like I'm new, I don't know what's going on. Like I'm seriously trying to understand your logic that you're saying that because of your ability, you get told if there's 1 or 2 people that are bad. Like you pick 2 people and you're told yes or no. And because when you pick Sonia and I, you're saying we're both bad?
No, I'm saying one of you is bad. Sonia is protected, so we may as well kill you.
Okay, all right. So you're saying one of us is bad, but your evidence for that is because we were talking together, we're working together.
Yeah, I thought he got zeros on everybody.
It's demon.
Earlier he said it was 0.
I got a 1 last night on one of you two. So this is a lot of evidence, in my opinion.
Well, it doesn't align though.
It aligns very well.
If one of us is evil, but we're working together, that would mean we're both evil. That's the part I don't know.
Is the imp, not whether you're evil. It only tells me who the demon is.
You think
who is the master evil?
And the other one's the imp, is what you're saying. Okay, all right, I follow your logic now. All right, thank you. Yeah, that's not true. I am the right term. Sorry, I'm one of the outsiders. I didn't come out early on because I didn't know how much information we should actually be giving.
So which
first day.
outsider are you? Which
Was it
outsider
Ralph?
are you?
Was it Ralph Macchio?
Which
He
outsider
would.
are
He
you?
would have to be. He would have to.
I mean,
be
there's
sane.
only one left.
He is. We know what he
You
is,
have to
but
be
let's
sane.
see what he says. Let's see what we already know, but let's see what he says. What outsider are you?
Are you saying if I can puzzle it together if I'm lying? I mean, if it's obvious, then you can't trust me if everybody already knows.
No, just say. You don't have to say I'm an outsider. You can say what it is. All of us
Okay.
know.
I will
No, we don't.
actually defer to the people that I think are good and I can trust. Maybe if they think I
No.
should say.
What outsider are you? You already claimed, Sean.
Sean,
What
go ahead and
outsider
say.
are you?
Don't trust Nom.
Sean, go ahead and say.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right,
I don't
okay.
trust you, Chris. I don't trust you, Chris.
I don't trust you either, Nom.
Oh
I'm
man,
glad it's, I'm glad it's mutual.
Feel the love in this game.
Yeah.
This is so good right now. Holy cow.
Okay, Sean.
Can I exile somebody?
Sean, put it this way.
You
If you
can.
exile me, then I have 1 vote.
And
Hang
I
on.
can't
powerful.
hear anybody. at the moment.
Nom.
Do it.
Everyone be quiet. Everyone be
Nom,
quiet. Let Sean
let me
talk
explain
if
something
he
to
wants to
Sean
talk.
here.
You want to say anything more, Sean?
Oh yeah, I was telling everybody that I'm the saint. So
Okay,
if
thank
you want to
you. That's
kill
what
me,
you
go
just
ahead.
said.
Just don't do it during the day. Kill me at night, please.
That's why I was trying to say you better say it now, Sean. That's what I was saying. You better just say not you're an outsider because we can't kill you. Is anyone else claiming the saint right now? I'm just asking straightforward. Is there another saint that wants to claim saint before we
So
move
Jason,
on?
That just means
Jason,
Sonya's bad.
I am
It's
the
the ultimate
librarian.
improtection.
He is the saint.
And the other person is Alex that you got?
Yes.
And that's why you asked Alex if he was a saint?
Yes.
So Alex is probably lying then because Alex has thrown a whole bunch of misinformation, which if you would have said that 3 turns ago, I would have said Alex is
No.
lying.
I have to be careful with my information because I have to protect Sean. I have to protect him.
Except the librarian is one of the top 4 roles. You need to give your information early.
Okay, we're gonna do the vote here. And first vote is with Josh in 3, 2, 1. Everyone can unmute themselves.
Or not.
Kill.
Or not.
Take it we're not killing.
No. I believe he's
Jason,
the
vote
saint.
on this so we have -3 votes.
He'll be the superpower.
I was planning to get a -4, so yes.
And it is -3 votes.
I didn't mean to do that. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, Sonya.
Okay, I nominate Noddy.
Has Nadia
He's already been nominated. Yes.
Who nominated me?
I did, Alex.
You cannot be nominated again, though.
He's already been nominated.
He's already
once,
been
so-
nominated.
I wish that was
this
something you could
round?
mark.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
nominated
just-
first.
Sonya nominated.
Just as
right?
discussion, then I'll point out that Noddy said that as the empath, or no, as the fortune teller, he got a 1. My reading
Right.
said fortune teller gets a yes or no, not a number.
Did Nadia actually say he got a 1?
He just did.
Okay, then Nadia's lying. We
I
caught
think
her.
he's busted. Look at him grin.
And he's lived for so long. Come on, guys.
Engineer, there's no difference between a yes and a no. Come on.
Who else want to nominate? Or exile?
Hold on, is Nadia a programmer?
By the way,
Yeah, it's the only way it's
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm a sound engineer. Look,
Oh my
that is yes, same thing.
Sonia,
Who said
this
that?
is why I needed you to confirm Alex. You would have had Noddy for sure pegged.
What?
This is why I needed you to confirm Alex and confirm what Alex said was true.
I understand
what I was
that, but
asking.
Let's
My-
get another
my-
nomination.
yeah, I understand that. My main point was to protect Sean.
Can we? I'd like to try and exile Nom.
Okay, Chris.
Oh,
why
do
not
it.
exile
Do
now?
it.
I'm doing it from the dead.
I wish I could vote on this, but I'm not going to vote on this only because I will be -4. But I'm
No,
with
it
Chris
doesn't
on
count.
this.
That doesn't count, Jason. You can vote. You're
Oh, then I will be voting on this.
Also, it's -3, not 4, Jason.
It's -3 though, if he votes.
Whatever.
no,
it's
not
negative
for
vote
not
line.
for exiles. It
Oh,
all
okay.
goes away for exiles. So now, do you want to say anything?
Yeah, I just want to say I'm the least powerful traveler, and typically I have no abilities. The other traveler is evil, is more powerful. So I mean, this town, no one's voting on anyone, so it's just impossible for good to win at this point. So yeah, just kill me so I get on that vote, and I will vote for my team. Yeah.
Okay.
I have no vote for now.
Start the vote in 3. We need 10 votes here to exile Nam. In 3, 2, 1. Starting with Noddy.
Get out. Get out.
Get
out.
So angry.
I mean, you giving
Here,
me one
do you want
vote, so I have to thank you, Chris. Thank
Do
you.
you want a
And
Snickers
I
bar,
don't have
Chris,
to-
or-
That's all you get, Eagle Man.
So, and someone has very bad mic quality, and it give me a headache every time they talk. So,
Can
I'm
Bree
glad I
take
don't
the
have
scapegoat
to-
for Dom?
No, exile is not execution. But yeah, I'm pretty sure the town's so screwed because I know at least 2 of the travelers evil. So
Nam has been exiled.
Get out.
He has been kicked
Oh,
out
I
of
have a-
Ravenswood Bluff.
Hey, Josh, I have a question. Why did you pick me to be the negative this turn? Since you hadn't talked to me.
Exactly. Talk to you, and I don't want to waste it on somebody I know is good. The only time it's useful is if a bad person is trying to execute a good person. I haven't talked to you. I have no reason to trust you, so I chose you.
Okay, did you confer with Colton at all this round?
Yeah, we chatted about
What's
it.
that? Yes, we
Okay, if you
chatted this
conferred
round.
with Colton, then I want to exile Josh because I think he's evil.
We talked about it after.
You
the
realize
fact. What
I
do you
choose
mean?
my ability at night,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I know.
So it was before I had spoken with anybody to clear you.
So you're saying
you run
that
it?
you did? You're saying you talked to Colton today, but not yesterday.
Correct.
I had never had a reason to talk to Josh, but we were just both in town, and there was only people that I had talked to before, and didn't think I would get any more info out of. So I invited him to a conversation at that point. That was the first time we had talked. Was
Who
today.
does have a reason to talk to Josh? That's what I want to know.
No one, which is why I've
I'm
spent
just-
most of this
Then-
game
then
just
I
sitting in the
take that
lobby
back.
saying, "Does anybody want to talk?"
Any
You wanna
nomination?
exile
We don't have a
Colton then,
nomination. We're going to
Jason?
go to bed here.
No, Jason nominated Josh for exiling.
No, I don't. I
Take it
pull it
back.
back.
Is anybody on the chopping block?
No.
No.
No one's on the chopping block right now.
Somebody kill Guami.
All right, I'm good.
Guami's been real quiet.
He has been.
Mommy,
quiet.
you voted for me to die.
Okay, we're going to go to bed in 6.
I'll nominate.
That's before
Bonnie as
that's
long as
before
we
I
have
had
a
information
nomination
about
to
you.
go through.
Who's nominating?
Alex nominates Guami.
Alex nominates Guami. Alex, your reason.
Well, I have no idea who is being considered good or not within the circle of trust that's out, perhaps out there. I'm just nominating on the basis that Scotty was killed the first night. If Scotty's the empath and Grove was already executed, then the empath would be seeing Harriman and Guami. And maybe the bad people didn't want them, the empath seeing Guami.
Guami,
That's just
any...
My information was before Groove was dead. Nice try.
Yeah, no.
Defense?
No, what he said. Well, it's not really
Defense, me, please. All right. So my defense. This is a waste of time. I'm a townsfolk. Let's just get it over with.
Okay, we're going to start with Groove gets the first vote in 3, 2, 1. Starting the vote. 7 for majority.
Oh, there's still 14 alive?
Used his dead vote on this?
No.
Nom did not know that was Bree.
Bree.
Oh,
And
the
she's
names
still
are.
alive.
Okay, never mind. Yeah.
That's 3 votes. Guami is still alive. Or sorry, that's -1 vote.
Jason. I guess Jason trusts Guami.
Any other nominations?
He tried to kill me earlier, though, so I don't.
I can't nominate anymore, but Ross has a super powerful role, from what I understand.
So why are you telling it?
Would you just say that?
But I think he's lying about the super powerful role.
Oh, okay.
Oh, come on.
That's what I'm saying.
I need
But
a
I don't think
nomination
we need to
in
nominate him. I don't think we need to nominate him, though. Like, I
5,
just wanted to bring that up. That I
4,
think they lied to me about something.
3,
Okay.
2, 1. We are going to bed with only the exile today.
At least we got rid of Nom.
Yeah, I know I mean, you just throw chaos, Chris. Most of the time, your team often usually lose, so I don't doubt that. So
I don't know what he's talking about. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. He literally thought I was the demon. And he took Alana's vote, which was evil. So I feel comfortable. I feel comfortable taking his vote away. Giving him one last vote. If you're good, then what's the problem? But I think you're bad. And the fact that you keep saying my team, and I know I'm good, and if you're evil, you know I'm good, then it's pretty clear to me. I'm going to keep an eye on who you talk to.
That's why I thought Chris switched to his thing where he was in the bathroom with the toilet.
Oh, see, peace returns to the village.
What happened?
See, peace returns to the village.
I leave the door open because I get light from back there, and it's the only place that my cord reaches my computer when I'm sitting on the couch.
Did somebody just see Scott on the toilet? Is that what we're getting?
Yep.
No, the toilet seat behind him.
Oh.
Every single time he's getting on that couch, you can see him or see the toilet seat.
He's just finding out today that we can see it.
Yeah, Ross told me, so I angled my computer more away from it.
Well, Chris, that's why I thought you started going to your cell holding with the big metal toilet.
Oh, hey, Trey.
Nice.
I'm not worried, guys. I'm just watching.
With all the toilet talk, Alex has died, and feel free to keep chatting.
Yahoo! Let's talk.
Yahoo!
And he dies. Interesting.
Josh,
By the way,
Josh, let's talk.
and
Jason,
one of
Wait, what?
one of Sonia.
All I hear is Nadi's reverb. What were you saying?
Somebody
Cody?
needs to kill Naughty.
Yeah, Naughty's got to go.
Doing in this term, we
One
don't
of
know.
Sonia and Jason. One of Sonia and I got a yes on them again. I'm telling you, it's Sonia.
Jason, can I talk to you?
You want to
Yeah,
chat
could Josh
in
come
hell?
too?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, Josh.
Sure.
I'll come to you.
My room.
Go to Jason's room, to Chateau.
Jason's?
Anybody looking to chat?
I'll chat with you, Ross.
Okay, Chris. I'll head over to you. You got some weird name thing going on there? Or?
I'm the Walk of Fame. We're fine.
Okay, it was the toilet last time, and I'm not doing it. But this time... Hey, how you doing?
Good. See? Normal.
I like it. See? That's good.
No crapper.
Uh,
I'm dead. I'm good. Do you want to tell me who you are? Apparently, Jason's going to be gutting for you because you're a powerful role.
And here's the thing. He does it all the time. It's like, give me your information, and then I'm going to sacrifice you so I get my ultimate win. You know? And he's done it to me more times than I can count. If I don't tell him anything, I'm suspect. If I do tell him something, he uses that information and exposes me so that he can survive another round.
I'm actually kind of lucky. He never comes to talk to me.
Well, right.
Which is
exactly.
It's good and bad, I guess. I mean, I don't have to deal with any of that. Then he just doesn't know anything and just leave me alone.
Well, I agree with you 100%.
Right.
The voice from above.
Yeah, he just here. It's like, here, I'll throw you in, and it's like, okay, now what? So
all the time. He doesn't do that to you, Chris, because you don't say anything.
Right. You guys should learn from my ways.
Right, and I've been trying to be a good one. He's like, well, then you know this information, and or you know this kind of thing. So I told him that I do learn information. I just don't have anything yet. And then he goes, oh, and then he asked me yesterday, and he says, well, you're the Undertaker. I'm not the Undertaker.
Okay, I believe.
But no, you lie. You said you get information every night. I don't get information every night. Right?
Even if you get information every night, that doesn't mean you're necessarily just the Undertaker. There's a lot of roles that get information.
Right,
Well,
but he
not
automatically he locks it in his brain, and then it's just how it is. And then and if anything deviates, out you go. And then he finds out later, and then argues why that shouldn't have been the case, and why he was right to think. Anyways,
yeah, we're getting off topic. You're not the Undertaker. We got that. Did you want to tell me, since I'm dead, who you are, or?
I'm the Raven's Keeper.
Oh, who'd you tell? You must have told somebody that is now keeping you alive. That's my thought.
Well, I Jason inferred it. So now that I told him that, like yesterday, he may have told other people about it. Right. So maybe he hinted to the monk to protect me by using my name like that.
Maybe you should just say you're the Undertaker today. And live
what is the?
Because he learns who died, what their role was.
You learn which character died, but see, but if I do that, then he's gonna jump all over me because I told him I was Raven's Keeper, and then I'm dead no matter what, and then nobody trusts my information.
Well, we need to. Well, so you did tell him you're the Raven's Keeper?
Yeah, I told him yesterday that I was the Raven's Keeper. So. Because he's like, no, you're the Undertaker. I'm like, no, I'm the Raven Keeper. So.
Well, and you're still alive.
So I think he signaled the monk. Because he's the soldier.
Well,
or he says he's the soldier anyway.
If he signaled the monk on your Raven's Keeper thing, that's bad. Because we want you to die at night. Why would we protect you?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to. I don't know what's going on in this game. I'm trying to figure out the Nom thing where you're the demon and Sonya and I are minions. Didn't make any sense at all. I still don't get it. And he says it's perfectly obvious. I'm like, you need to explain it to someone who's obviously dumber than you because I have no idea what you're talking about.
That could be my fault.
Oh, did you? Yeah, you know what? I kind of suspected that was the case. Good on you. Good on you.
Well, he came at me and said, I know you're the demon. I was like, okay, I'm the demon. Yep, sure. Who's your minions? I'm like, oh, here you go.
Oh, you're evil. Yes. The poor guy gets exiled for bad information. Oh.
Yes. Well, he shouldn't have came after me.
Yeah, that's true.
I still think he's bad because I think Alana was bad. I have no reason to suspect her as the virgin. I don't believe her one bit.
So who is? Or is there one?
I don't know if there is a virgin. I think that might be one of the 3 roles that were given to the evils.
Oh, that's true too.
I could be wrong, but I don't think I am.
Rooms are
Sucks
closed.
because nobody wants to talk to me anymore, so I just got to sit
There's a lot of
here.
people out here.
There he is.
I'll talk to you. Who
Okay.
doesn't get talked to?
You'll
I'll
have to
talk
talk
to
tomorrow.
whoever you are.
The rooms are over.
Rooms are
Rooms
over.
are over, but
Yeah, rooms are.
I'll talk to you
Next-
tomorrow.
next time.
You can tell me all about your demon ways. That's fine.
Nominations are open.
Nominate to exile Colton.
Okay.
I'm down with
Let's do this.
Was that Scott? Was that you?
Yeah.
What's Colton's ability?
The
Colton
bureaucrat
needs to be exiled.
The extra votes.
Colton's not bad, Scotty, just so you know.
Colton, do you want to
Do
say
what?
anything?
Colton's not bad.
I
He's bad.
understand this. I mean, having 4 living travelers at this point is pretty risky. So I'm not gonna argue that you shouldn't do it. I've been giving it to people that I thought were good. The first couple were just random people because I didn't have any info, but since then I've tried to give it to people that I trusted. Yeah, beyond that, I don't. Yeah, I'll leave it up to you guys. If you want to get rid of me, I don't blame you. I think there's very likely half of the travelers were evil, so I think we're gonna leave a couple, possibly all evil travelers up because I am good. But I mean, yeah. So if you're gonna get rid of me, probably just get rid of everybody.
Yeah.
Sure, everyone's
Yours is pretty powerful. If we don't have a confirmation on you being good, it's tough to keep you around.
Do you remember?
Just in case.
Do you remember who the gunslinger killed the first time?
Harriman.
Harriman.
So we got
When did you ever claim your role was? Because you haven't.
3. Starting with Alex, we need 10 votes. Dead people can vote without wasting their vote. In 3, 2, 1, starting the vote.
And just for clarification,
Scotty, I'm voting to kill, but I can't click it for some reason.
Who is that? Who just said that?
Groove.
Okay.
Maybe
Are
you
you on
haven't
the
set that
Grimoire?
down.
Show us your
Oh.
I don't think you can click it if you're seeing the Grimoire view. You have to come back out to the other
Ew,
screen.
okay.
That's right.
I've been
There you go.
voting in the Grimoire view this whole
Is this
time.
considered the first vote for the gunslinger?
No.
No,
This
it
is
has
an
to be
exile
actual-
vote.
Right. It's a vote. It doesn't specify what kind of vote. That's why I asked.
Oh, right.
Gunslingers executed. Vote to
Just to
execute, I
argue,
believe.
I don't know.
I'll
based on
double
what
check
I've
that in a second. But right
based on
now,
my
Colton
chats
has
with-
been exiled.
If that's the case, then we got to exile Josh too because he's got the negative vote. So I vote to exile Josh.
Just
I was
as the
gonna say,
first
I
vote,
would-
so that would be
maybe
the
I
first
would
vote for
say
the gunslinger.
I would say keep
Say it again.
Colton over me.
It says that it just
feels
says the first
stronger.
vote on the little
Okay,
small
yeah.
description without looking at the rules. So I'm saying that was the first vote if a Yahoo wants the gunsling.
Because I wanted to throw out the theory. I discussed it with Jason. If there possibility, if there wasn't a Baron in play, there could have been misinformation to where there's not a Baron in play, and the Saint claim could be fake. And so I was thinking it's not worth obviously executing Sean, but it could be worth getting the, since I asked this earlier, you can kill the Saint with the gunslinger, getting him out of the way.
Yeah,
I nominate Bree for exiling.
let Yahoo, if he wants to shoot Sean, this is a good chance to get rid of the Saint without doing it.
I just wanted to throw the idea out there.
Yeah, I will kill the guy that claimed to be the Saint, which is
Sean. Yahoo pulls out his big shotgun there again, and he just aims it right at Sean, and it
good move.
Hits Sean right in the head, and it does kill Sean.
Oh, he's a much better shot this time.
It'd be funnier if he just missed with the shot.
Perfect, right?
I was apologizing for his brain when he was going to shoot.
Now I feel like we gotta get Josh out too. Whether he's good or bad, it doesn't matter. But we can't have a negative vote later in the game, so I vote to exile Josh.
I agree, actually, as my defense. I think Colton is a more powerful role. It's better if we want to get rid of travelers to.
Well, I'm already exiled. It's multiple. It's not one or the other, Josh.
Oh,
it's in addition.
I had no clue.
I am exiled. So you can. Your case for you is sounding weak.
And before we do that, nominated Bree for an exile.
Actually, in the 5 outsider, I actually think Bree's good. I think Yahoo and Josh is the evil traveler here, but I think Colton Bree is the good traveler. But I just don't want the scapegoat to save the demon from execution.
That's super fair.
We were gonna.
You want to say anything?
Yeah. So actually, I think Bree is good, but I don't want the scapegoat to save the demon.
Well, let her speak for the first time today.
Bree, it's your player.
I am good. I've said I'm good from the beginning. I'm the scapegoat. Much like the virgin, we're just waiting around to die and see what happens. Nobody wants to talk to me. Yeah, I'm good. I don't know what to tell you. I have no idea which of the other travelers are evil or good. So
I don't want to find out.
If she is good, why would we want to kill her?
Right.
Yeah,
we don't know if she's good or not.
Because if she's bad, it's super punishing.
In 3, 2, 1, 10 votes needed again.
If I'm good, it's super punishing for.
Like if she's good, she saves the life of like a random top 4 roll.
That's not how.
That would no.
Well, that's
like I'm just looking at what's left from what at least the claims that I've heard.
Oh, that's a good point. Is this visible yet? No.
4 votes. Bree is safe.
Now I get back to exiling Josh.
And Jason's exiling Josh.
Nam nominated me for exile and then said he thought I was good and then voted for me anyway.
I just won because I think you're good, but there's no way for me to confirm that.
Nam's always evil.
He's chaotic as all get out.
Is an exiled traveler able to nominate for exile?
He was this
Yes.
time.
Well, you have to stop doing that,
Hey, anything goes.
because more than 50% of the game.
Either way, I'm not leaving.
You're evil and you play exactly the same way. You
Josh.
just deflect all the suspicion away from you to other players, especially other players, so that no one can suspect you. And if someone suspects you, it's not because you push on them first. So then no one trusts the person who's pushing on you. So you could
Man,
as well
you
be
are
evil
quite a misdirection kind of a player, aren't you? Not
spinster.
At least you're consistent in it.
Anyway,
So
Josh.
back to the rest of the townsfolk.
We're still on Josh here. We're still on Josh, who we need to get rid of for the same reason we got a Colton, so we don't have a negative vote later.
Josh,
Or exiling
You
all
wanna say
the
anything?
outsiders this round.
No, I think Nam used my defense for me. I don't know. I'm fine with it. I totally get the reasoning.
Okay, we're gonna start with Colton on Josh. Colton gets the first vote in 3, 2, 1. Starting the vote.
Hey, mommy.
Mommy.
Guami?
I thought that was
Guami?
I thought that was Guami, not mommy.
And Josh has very much been exiled.
You're showing off your stack.
No one wants
Justin.
Josh in the town anymore.
This is what I've been doing in my spare time now.
Okay.
Nominations are open.
So I noticed something that both Nadi and Harriman on both of those were the only two people that didn't vote.
I'm busy.
Naughty was away, so.
Naughty was away. He just got back in.
Sorry, yes.
Naughty couldn't help, but the way he was grinning after you guys let him off the hook last time. I mean, didn't we already figure out he's busted?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
What is this nonsense? No, seriously. Plus, okay, I just learned, what I did learn this night is that one of Sonia or Jason are the imp, and I really think it's Sonia.
It is not me.
Did you get yes or did you get one?
I got yes.
Naughty. The librarian is a role that you come out in the first turn or two. It's not something you hold off until 5 turns
Well,
later.
she's brand new. We got to factor that in. But
Jason, as many times as we played these games together, you know that I think differently than you do. So give me a break about that, okay? I don't do the same logic you do. It's okay. I can make those choices.
You could have had Naughty killed way earlier. If you don't believe
I nominated Naughty earlier.
do it again.
Do it again.
No, I want to get Jason.
If you want to get
because I'm not the imp. If he has real information, then it would be Jason. It wouldn't be me.
But
I'm a suspect of Naughty.
If any of the information is real, it's Sonya or Jason. I mean, we could both of them out of here, honestly.
It's been Sonya both times too.
Well, what about not?
Well, no,
are we leaving Naughty in?
So, because Sonia's bad, that's why.
I guess there's not much. I guess there's.
Sonia's the
I'm not bad.
Okay, hang on. Let
I've
Sonya
been
talk.
going after all sorts of people this game.
Let Sonya talk.
I am not bad. I nominated Jason. I told people in the other room that I was suspect for you just because there was no information given and that just you were coming at Ross, you were coming at me, and I understand why you were coming at me. I get it. And so you were going at Ross the other day. So yeah, you are number one suspect in my book.
Well,
Jason, your defense?
I didn't actually go after Ross. Ross understands why I did what I did. I assume Ross does. And there's a bunch of people that could confirm my role. Colton could confirm my role. Yahoo could confirm my role. Wami could confirm my role. Manny could confirm my role. Josh could confirm my role. There's a bunch of people that could confirm my role. I just haven't told you because I still haven't trusted you because you wouldn't help us determine if Alex or not is a good or bad one, which makes you much more suspect than me.
Okay, we're gonna vote on Jason. Ross gets the first vote. 5 votes are needed. In 3, 2, 1, starting the vote.
Harriman used his dead vote just so everyone sees that.
That's not Harriman. That is the other Justin.
That's the
Justin N.
Here comes Harriman.
Well, he's showing it.
Oh,
now he's
Harriman.
dropped it.
Yep, and there it goes.
Oh, okay.
So for whatever it matters, I mean, I don't want to out Jason.
Juan did use his dead vote.
Yeah. Oops.
Oops. You didn't mean to.
No, well, I forgot I only had one, but that's fine. I was gonna vote against Jason. So
That is a -1 vote.
Okay. What? I thought.
Oh, Josh and Colton's picks are still in effect?
They went in last night.
They did last night.
Last night.
How is that -1? Both the travelers exiled.
They choose the same people again.
Yeah, we managed to pick the same person.
We must have.
Hold on.
Just randomly, we didn't coordinate that.
What is the vote in Jason?
What? That was a -1 on me. We're done with me. The question is, who do we trust
How
more?
is that -1?
It's -1.
Because both
Josh
the
used his vote or his.
Because the person that I picked, Josh also picked, And
Correct.
so
Oh, but both of you
-3.
exiled. Both of you exiled, and there's no ability for a traveler.
They used
You're
it
right.
last night.
Their ability
used it last
We
night,
used it
no.
last night.
last night
Oh,
on
We used,
people.
we used
Nom's
nighttime.
correct. Nom's correct.
But
Jason.
no longer have
That's
effect.
not how traveler works.
Yep. Nope. It's Nom's
Either
correct.
way,
Nom's correct, guys.
Still not enough
Nom's-
though.
okay.
3 votes.
it's still not
role player.
enough, so it doesn't
3
matter.
votes.
Yeah.
Yes. 3 votes.
Okay,
I'm
so
nominating
Their
Sonia.
abilities are gone.
Who nominated?
Can I say something about Sonia?
I'm nominating.
Nadi's nominating Sonia. Nadi, your reasoning.
Came up twice in my special power.
And Sonia, your defense.
So you guys have played with me many times. I am not guilty. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. I'm not a villager, obviously, but I'm a townsperson, and I am the librarian.
Here's what doesn't make sense is how if the fortune teller can still be alive, and even if he's been poisoned once, you can't poison multiple nights in a row, can you?
You can play with the same person all game.
Can.
They can keep
Okay.
screwing with them.
We're gonna start the first votes with Jason.
Can I say something real quick? Day one, Sonia came up to me when we were talking, and she asked me point blank if I was the saint, and that's what made me trust her. And she said she was the librarian. To point out one person out of 20 and name the exact role, turn one. She's not that. I mean, she's good. She's not that good. She's a librarian.
Nope, not that good.
3, 2.
And Nadi's a fake. Nadi's a fake fortune teller.
Votes started. We need 5 votes.
Harriman did vote that time.
You did vote that time.
How did I vote? I didn't click anything.
It's showing vote.
Yeah.
I've been building my towers.
That's weird.
Are we able to nominate Nadia?
Yeah, I'm nominating Nadi now. Let's just do what we were supposed to do.
Like, you're gonna need to apologize once you realize I am the fortune teller.
Jason is nominating Nadi. And
Jason has to apologize. That's for a lot of games.
Oh, yeah.
So the exiled people, can you put dead in your name or
If there's a
exiled?
monk out there that's been protecting him at night, I mean, that would
got.
If there's a monk protecting
Actually, there has been. I know who the monk is. He told me he protected me twice.
Actually, it wouldn't matter because he's not the one dying. They're picking other people to kill at night. So
First
I guess-
vote goes to Chris, and we're starting in 3, 2, 1. We need 5 votes.
It could be that the demon's just not bothering trying to kill him again because he's under the impression that
poisoning
monk. Like maybe the demon's just trying to find the monk.
So, Chris and Harriman, you still haven't told what your roles are. At some point, I got to talk to you guys.
Yeah, but Jason, you haven't told anybody either, have you?
I told a bunch of people. I think I told you. After
No,
you
you
died,
didn't tell me what your role was.
See, the
That is 1, 2, 3,
But I'll
4,
tell you
5,
this
6
one.
votes
I'll tell you this.
for Nadi. That's almost every living player. So I'm going to give him a countdown in 5.
Yes.
4.
The problem with this, Jason, is that you're only keeping it from the good people. Because whoever the
1.
demon is
Nadi's been executed.
does
How would
know
you
what
like-
you are.
And Jason's role could be claimed by anybody.
Nadi, how would
Vampire
you
Does he want to
bite.
claim?
Vampire bite.
Nadi's was just lying in bed and a bat flew in and all of a sudden it appeared into human form, bit him on the neck and sucked all of his blood out, and his dried, shriveled up body was left for the birds to feed on.
Shouldn't it be a snake?
It'd be a
Turns into
quaddle.
snake.
So let me move everyone back to their right rooms. I thought.
Flying serpent.
Guami wolf.
Okay.
Man. I don't know who to trust here. Let's assume I was poisoned and I got good information the second night. So, Scarlet Woman, Guami tried to protect her. So did Manny. And so did Jason. That's 4 people. That's who I think it is. But I don't know the freaking order. It can't be those four, right? Because then we're in trouble.
Okay. Just waiting for a few people to come back. It's almost everyone. Wami's the only one that's not here. I already have it up. So Justin was killed in the night. And I will open up the rooms here. I'll let Guami know when he does get back.
Anybody want to claim that they were the chef?
I want to talk to Manny. No, we don't have a chef at this point. I want to talk to Manny.
I hope not.
I think we have
Wait,
to
did you
kill
say me, Jason?
Guami.
I want to talk to you.
Guami, Justin died at the night.
My room?
Yeah, your room.
We gotta kill Guami.
Yeah, Justin.
Chris, can we talk?
Yo,
sure.
Who wants a dead powwow?
5 minutes. 5 minutes.
My room or yours?
Justin, you want to talk to me? Let's go talk about.
Sonia, can I
don't
join
have
you?
any information, but sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're both.
Hello.
Hi. So I guess I'm just confused about information about me being a minion and Sean being a minion.
What do you mean? Oh.
And it was said that you said it.
Oh. Yeah. Don't believe Nam. Here. Well, is it okay if we talk in front of dead man here?
I don't
Okay.
care. Not
Yeah, sure,
about
that's
this part.
So I'll tell you what happened. Colton came to me and he said, "I'm a bad traveler. I know you're the imp." I was like, I joked with him and I was like, "No, I'm not. No, I'm not." And then he was like, "Okay, well, I was just testing you. I'm trying to figure out who it is, and it's probably not you, is my guess." And then Nam did the same thing, and I jokingly went, and I went, "No, I'm not. No, I'm not." And then he's like, "I know you are." I was like, "Fine." Then I said Ross and Sonia, not whoever. And I just said, and then he said there was 3 of them, and I'm like, no, there's just those are the only 2 I know. Trying to get him to lay off. I'm not the imp, but he didn't believe me, and then he apparently told people that I'm the imp and you're bad.
Hey, Chris, did you pick up on Alana being the Scarlet Woman earlier?
Yes, I think I found out
knew
about
it.
her like night 2.
I said that, man.
Yep.
But you don't think you were drunk or poisoned?
I don't think so, but I could have been. I mean, it's
So
possible.
do you think that Jason is who he says he is?
I don't know what he's saying he is.
Yeah, what's he claiming? Because he didn't claim anything when I talked to him.
Well, I can't say exactly because he hasn't told me either. So he's just claiming to be good. So, and then what would Naughty be then? If he was bad, would he just be a minion faking?
Yeah,
Yeah.
To me, I think it might be Guami, because when we killed who I think is the Scarlet Woman, Guami tried to renominate me, hoping I assumed hoping to try and save her. And
Guami didn't give me anything when I talked to him.
Yeah.
He wouldn't.
Guami's not
He had
telling
like,
me
I got nothing.
Well, he told me he told me he was good, and he told me that he had something. I don't know verbatim what he said, but he had something that he could do, or I don't know. And so, yeah, it was like the second time I talked to somebody, so I don't know.
To me, Sonia, it's either you or it's Jason and Guami, and I think Guami's the imp and Jason's the minion. And
So I am the
leaning that way.
librarian.
I am leaning towards them.
So I'm the librarian, and I got Alex and I got Sean. And so with my power, I can find out if one of them is the saint. So I went to Alex and I said, "Are you the saint?" And he said, "No, I'm the butler." Okay, so I'll go to Alex. I'll go to Sean. And Sean says, "Whoa, how did you know? You're good, but you're not that good."
All right.
And I said, "No, I'm not that good. It's just my
Yeah,
power."
I think I think the spy had you poisoned 2 nights in a row, Chris, and then they finally took you out on the third night.
The poisoner, yeah. I'm going to go see what I can find from Manny, because he's the only one I have no information of yet. But, yeah, I think we're in trouble if it's Guami and Jason like I'm thinking it is.
Yeah, and Guami's such a wild card. And he voted down for me, but that doesn't mean anything.
Right.
That just means I can call him out on it, you know?
Yeah, exactly. It gives you a reason. So get him.
All right.
I don't know.
Thanks, guys.
Maybe not get him, but...
All right.
Yeah. She's smart enough to claim virgin.
Manny, you
and
wanna
get
talk,
a
Manny?
good
No,
player.
I mean,
Looks
yeah,
suspicious,
I mean,
you're
first
saying.
time evil, we
Your
not
room or
claim
mine?
virgin.
We'll go to yours.
But if Elena has played this game multiple times, then Elena
Five-star
can.
hotel. What are your thoughts on who might be evil? If you're not evil.
I'm pretty confident Ross is evil. Oh crap. And then I'm not sure if he's the only one left or if it's between Sonya or Jason, but I'm pretty confident it's not Jason.
What about Guami? I got Jason and Guami on my radar for some odd reason. They just seem...
Unless Guami's lying to me, which I guess is a possibility.
Yeah.
He's good. He's good.
I feel like I was poisoned the first 2 nights, and Jason's done that to me before, so I feel like maybe he'd be the likely suspect.
Executed. Get saved by scapegoat. It doesn't prove
And that's
anything.
what I think, Manny.
We don't know scapegoat. Once
Yep,
we
very
execute someone, that means we don't trust the person. So it's just useless at this point.
I need to... Oh, yeah, I gotta show...
I think Guami's the only one gone.
Mhm.
We do need. I think
Oh yeah, but I would leave it
open.
up to town to slow the game. I think Troy is on the evil. I know the other 3 though. But if I lose, then if the town loses, not my fault because I'm just a traveler.
Oh, you sound like a certain president of ours. It's not my fault.
You're from Canada.
Of ours? Yeah, wait a
Canadian
second.
president?
I'm just a traveler. So if you guys can solve the game, then it's up to you guys. I have no information.
I think that's everybody who's alive. Dead.
What about your magical whisper list? That's plenty of
Oh,
information.
so Troy,
Guami's not
Whisper,
last.
Natty.
I'm going to
Hey,
nominate
baby.
Who
What's
are you
that? Sir?
nominating?
Sonya.
Yahoo's nominating. So, Yahoo, your reasoning.
Well, I have spoken to a few people, and I think that enough people understand.
So
Yeah, in other words, they're going to try to shoot someone. None of us vote on this.
you want to give more
bad
of or any defense that you haven't given, or that you want to say again?
Oh, so I am innocent, and I was just in a room telling my story again. That's been very consistent. And I'll tell in front of all of you that I am the librarian, and I found out that Alex and Sean were my people. And so I went to Alex and asked him if he was the saint, and he said, no, he was the butler. And I said, oh, perfect. If he's telling the truth, it's Sean. So I went to Sean and I said, Sean, are you the saint? And he said, yes, how'd you know? And so I was, because I was the librarian.
We believe you, Sonia. Trust me, we believe you now.
Okay, we
I'm on
start
your side.
in with Jason voting. 4 is a majority. In 3, 2, 1.
Curious if Yahoo actually was suspicious of Sonya, or if he was just hoping somebody was going to vote on that so he could kill them.
He was hoping someone would vote so he could kill someone.
Yeah, I think we should get rid of.
We want-
Yeah,
we want
he's too
exile-
strong this late in the game.
I nominate Yahoo for exile.
Yahoo, and then we want to vote to exile a Yahoo.
Yeah, you can't
Yeah,
nom.
I nominate to exile Yahoo.
Nom, you're exiled.
You can't nominate.
I can nominate
Nominate
Ross.
to
Stop
exile
saying that. I'm going
Yahoo.
to nominate you next, Ross.
No, I'm
You're
doing it. I'm
exiled,
alive.
Ross, or-
No,
No,
I'm alive. I'm doing
Now
it.
you can't nominate anymore because you're exiled.
Yeah, you just said that you can't exile.
No, and
travelers can't
nominate
exile.
for exiling.
Can you?
It doesn't.
I don't
It doesn't
know.
matter, Nam. I'm saying I want to take
Jason
a vote.
will do it
to
anyway.
exile
Yeah,
a
there you
Yahoo.
go.
I'm saying
you go.
it. I'm
Don't worry,
alive.
Jason is nominating to exile a Yahoo.
So Jason gives a reason.
Yep, Jason, your
Because
reason.
we don't know if he's good or bad, so we just can't have him shooting someone at this point in the game.
And a Yahoo.
Okay, so my ruse got caught. I wanted Jason to vote to kill Sonya so that I could kill Jason. I'm pretty convinced Jason's bad. I think that you should exile him. If you exile me, that's fine. I've given my suspicion. I don't understand enough about how the game works to give ironclad defenses, but I feel that Jason is shifting things around. And like his sudden, like absolute defense of Sonya is very suspect to me. So he was definitely not in her camp. But like I said, I don't understand what's going on, so who even knows what I understand?
Yeah.
I would like to point out.
Needed for a Yahoo. We'll start with Troy voting first in 3, 2, 1. This is an exile for a Yahoo. 10 votes.
Better
needed.
be bluffs.
I don't think Yahoo's bad, but if he was, he could just lose the game next round. Like we're rather he could lose the game for us if he just kills.
Who's your info from a Yahoo? Who were you talking to?
A gunslinger being alive. Next round is way too strong. In final 3,
And everyone's
they will just pick someone that's not
I
a demon.
meant to. Oh my god. I meant
Well,
to
he
say
will
yes.
be alive next round because he did not get exiled.
Oh.
Okay, well,
See
let's
that?
hope he's good.
I clicked.
Guami didn't
I
say
saw
yes.
5.
Clicked,
Oh,
Get him.
I clicked to kill.
Who did? Who clicked to kill?
So did I.
yeah, there were 5
Josh.
votes.
It
Yeah.
still wasn't enough. We needed 10, so it wasn't that close.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was-
oh wow. Okay,
We
cool.
would have needed 4 more votes.
Because
but-
I'm a traveler, not a regular person, so I need 10.
Correct.
votes.
And,
Count.
Yeah, you need 10.
and nominating
we
to
need
exile
to-
doesn't count as your nomination, right?
That
No,
does
wait.
not count as your nomination.
Here's why
All
I
right.
suspect
I'd like
Guami,
to.
even though nobody
And-
wants to hear it. When we
I'd like
killed,
to exile
No,
or
you be
nominate
quiet.
to exile
I'm talking.
Bree.
Chris,
Yeah.
we'll get back to you in a minute.
You're just gonna
Yeah.
talk. You're just gonna talk all over Chris when he's trying to talk about you.
Yep, he does not want the evil.
Pretty cute.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Guami is nominated. Bree for exile. Guami, do you want to give a reason?
We're getting down to the final few. We should not have any travelers in the final 3.
Then why didn't you get
So,
rid of
so
the
we're in
other
the final
traveler?
few, but we're not getting rid of the one that can shoot people.
Bree.
I meant to
Like,
vote for it, and it
I
passed
pose
me
no risk.
before I
Zero.
noticed that we were voting. I'm sorry.
Bree, did you want to say that again or no? Are you good?
Yeah, I mean, why would you get rid of me? I pose 0 risk. My role has 0 power at this point in the game. Why would you get rid of me over the gunslinger? That's insane. But
If you're bad,
I mean-
you're bad, and the person we're going to nominate, if you're bad, you can protect the person we're nominating after this. So we can't have you around
Right.
just in case you're bad.
Oh.
You don't know
but I'm
if
not
you're
bad. That's the thing.
See that same argument could have been used for a Yahoo when we let him live.
We've
Okay,
tried to
we're
kill him.
starting the vote with Nam. We need
Yeah.
10 votes. It shows everyone's sitting down. So if you want to test your thing, if it didn't work last time, go test it.
Everyone say yes for now, and then shut it off if you need to. Make sure you
Yeah.
can see your votes.
How about say no for now, and then you'll know.
Right, sorry.
Oh,
Sonia,
Patty,
Sonia, I'm letting you know right now that I'm watching
you
your
need to claim
vote
your
right now
seat.
because you have not voted to exile a single player yet. So I'm keeping
Start the
keeping an
vote
eye on what you're
with
doing.
Nam. And
I don't understand what the exiling is, honestly. I have no clue.
Well, then
Can
vote
you
up.
just go forward, please?
exiling is just getting rid of Traveler. It's the
It's
way
the
to go.
equivalent of
Yeah, it's
killing,
the
but
same.
it's just the temporary players.
She still didn't.
That's because it didn't hit it on time. That's why.
Oh my goodness, there is something very suspect about you right now. I've got questions now.
I am not suspect, but I understand why. I
No,
just am.
It shows Sonya has the yes on there.
Does it? It
Oh,
shows I
no,
have an
it doesn't.
X. I don't know.
It's got an X. They're really
It
tight
shows the
together.
X for me.
It's really tight together. If you enlarge your screen, it'll
Yeah,
space
you
it out.
can change your zoom level.
So Bree was exiled. Very good.
Yep, no more scapegoat.
Okay, we should
Once
do
the
Guami.
scapegoat.
We left a gunslinger to
Hey, let's go
final
back to
3.
Guami since he didn't even
No, we're
talk
not
about
going
it.
on Guami.
Chris,
No.
what did you want to say?
When we killed Elena earlier, I heard from the Undertaker that she was the Scarlet Woman, and he tried to protect her by nominating me yet again. So that's where my suspicion's coming from. If
Okay,
she
who's
was
the Undertaker? Who's the Undertaker then, Chris?
Yeah, who's the
No one is looking
Undertaker?
for-
Oh, yeah. So if
No one has claimed
Helena was,
Undertaker, Chris. Let's hear this Undertaker supposed claim, because no one's claimed Undertaker.
That's right.
Yeah, where is this coming from, Undertaker?
It's coming from the Undertaker. Guami, don't come after me with your Undertaker shenanigans. I am the dead Undertaker, but I'm still the Undertaker.
I'm not the Undertaker.
That's what I thought. I am the Undertaker. I got bad information on Groovy the first night, apparently. So I think I was poisoned, but I think Guami was trying to.
What makes you think it was bad information?
What did you get on Groovy? What did you get on Groovy?
So he thought I was a librarian, and he came and asked me about it, and I'm like, no. So I think he was poisoned the first night, if not the first 2 nights, and then he got killed by the third night.
But Guami
so the spy did a good job.
Yeah.
How did you know that Chris was the Undertaker?
Nobody except for.
Wow.
Scotty figured it out after I told Scotty. No, did I tell Scotty? I told
To
one
be
dead
fair,
person.
You told me. You told me.
To be fair, Chris never tells anybody.
No, he doesn't. He keeps it very close to the chest.
Yep, I'll bring it out when I think it's necessary.
Information. Were you sharing information at least? And how were you doing that to convince people?
Well, I was helping people.
Chris shared with me that he was the Undertaker.
You bad already. You dead. Exiled. Get out.
So you're saying she was a Scarlet Woman and just pulled out Virgin without, at some point. Based on my role, I don't think there's a spy in the game. I'm being honest.
Well, it would be the poisoner who would have poisoned me, not the spy.
No, but I'm saying.
So, Poisoner, Scarlet Woman, and the Baron. Choice the Baron, Elena the Scarlet Woman, and there's the Poisoner who's still alive.
And the poisoner's still alive, and the spy thing's
the
still
imp.
alive. They hit the empath. They hit the empath early. They hit the Undertaker early. They've been pretty precise, and when they didn't hit those rolls, they poisoned.
That's true. That could be true.
Well, first of all, the poisoner in the first turn wouldn't know who the empath was, so that is just wrong right away. Because the poisoner doesn't talk to the. If there is a spy, also the poisoner wouldn't
You
talk
can
to
get
the
lucky, Jason.
They could have got lucky, but a 1 in 20 chance to hit the empath
I
specifically.
need a nomination.
True.
No, I want to logic this out because there can't be all 4. Like we're being.
And
told
again,
that
it's
they're all
not
4.
1 in 20. It's more like 1 in 9.
Yeah, because you have to
Like
rule
1 in
out
9.
travelers, and then
You're not
rule
going
out
to poison the
travelers
traveler.
and
You're not going
minions.
to poison your teammates or yourself.
That's true. So it's 1 in less. But here's the problem. Groovy just claimed that all 4 minions were in the game. There can't be all 4. There's only 3. So we can't have a Baron, a Spy, a Poisoner, and a Scarlet Woman.
Well,
We can't have
Groovy
all
was
4.
also saying the spy poisoned me, so I think he was just mixed up on the rules. But maybe I'm wrong.
No, I just didn't. I wasn't counting.
We can't have all 4 in there, so this logic doesn't make sense.
No,
that's why I'm saying this just doesn't make sense.
There's no spy.
But I could
There's
tell
no
you,
spy.
I could tell you straight out who I think is the most suspicious of the 5 people left, and that's Ross. And I could give reasons why. And Sonia, you will understand now why I said what I said about Ross earlier. In fact, I'm just going to nominate him just to make it simpler. I nominate Ross. Here's why. Sonia, I wanted Ross to die because he claimed to be the Ravens keeper, in which case if he died overnight, he would have got information. That's why that one turn where I blurted out he had a super, super powerful role is because I was hoping that they would kill him overnight. When they didn't kill him, and Ross hasn't been aggressive saying anything, usually as a Ravens keeper, you want to put a target on your back so you'll get killed overnight. Ross hasn't said anything at all, so I have a feeling he's not the Ravens keeper. I don't know who else he's claimed Ravens keeper to other than me, but I don't think he's really a Ravens keeper, so I think he's lying because he has not done anything to get himself killed at night, which is what a Ravens keeper would do to get information. So that's why I'm nominating Ross.
I, to a point, agree with Jason a little bit here. Ross did seem a little flustered when I talked to him about roles, and he did tell me Ravens keeper, but it did seem like he wasn't going to try and get himself killed, which is odd.
Let's hear
And he
Ross.
seemed flustered.
Ross's defense.
Ross has been evil a couple of times, and every time he's evil.
How many times am I going to get nominated? Okay, so yeah, I am Ravens keeper. I've got zero problem with you guys killing me. So that's pretty much my defense on that. Honestly, and I think I told several people too, if you want me to determine a role, let me know. I said that to Jason day one, right? Because he
get killed, and I told you
Scott, right? And you told me to go aggressive against Sonya. I'm not entirely convinced that Sonya's the bad one because
I don't think
I
Sonya's
wasn't
bad
buying
anymore.
Naughty.
I think you're bad.
Yeah,
now. I think Sonya's bad.
I want to say that from
I'm in the middle of defense, guys. Sorry, but Jason, your advice to me was to push hard on Sonya, which I kind of agreed with. But I'm not entirely sure that she's right. I'm not convinced that Naughty was legit. So, sure, take me out now. And actually, you know what? Ask me, who do you want me to check when I die?
You won't.
No, actually, you need the outed Raven Keeper. Yeah,
Okay,
there's
we're
no
gonna start
keeping you
the
alive
vote.
anymore.
Manny,
First vote is Justin if he wants to use his dead vote, and we need 3 votes for a majority.
Manny, you're in on this? And
3,
Sonya, I trust you in case you're wondering. So this is the right vote.
Oh, there you go, Sonya.
1. We're starting the vote.
Do you 100% trust Sonya?
I do trust Sonya now.
I trust
I
Sonya.
always trusted Sonya. I just wanted her to confirm Alex is good, which is why I asked her to say what she said to Alex so we could confirm Alex is good, because I wanted to show that Naughty was bad, but then she didn't want to confirm Alex.
I didn't want to give all my cards. I've not played this game before. Y'all have.
Yeah, 5 votes.
Well, I knew it was coming. There's no beating that. So,
anyone else want to nominate in 3, 2, 1? Ross has died. Ross, how would you like to die?
I would like to die on the dance floor listening to Groovy is in the Heart.
Went back to a little, what was that, early 90s music and dying to some electronic 90s music.
The song will kill you.
It will.
It will.
My brain just explodes as I'm dancing.
I just kept playing it over and over and over again. And we will go to bed.
Who wants to say that Guami and Jason are working together? And Guami was just saved by Jason by completely derailing my conversation about Guami towards Ross. This guy. I'm not going to change my background. But it's still Guami. And I feel Jason's on his team. Do-do-do-da. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. They're 2 evil people. Okay. There's only 4 left. This shouldn't take long, especially if one's a librarian. Who do you kill, Manny? No. Jason's gonna die.
So when I'm voted out, I don't get to die.
What was that?
When I'm voted out, I'm like exiled. I don't actually get to die.
You don't die.
Yeah.
But it's like the same thing as dying.
I'm pretty disappointed. Well, I was hoping you'd ask me, how do you want to die?
How you want to die?
I didn't even get that experience.
Well,
Nah,
how do you
you're
want to get
just,
exiled?
You're just a drifting cowboy on the next town that needs you.
And you especially don't get that because a Yahoo has been killed at the night. By the snakes.
Oh, let go to sleep.
Let's go to sleep.
Yeah. Let go to sleep.
So I do get to die. So anyway, I'd like to be suffocated.
So you got killed by the demon. So, but we can say the demon suffocated you.
Wait, Ayahu was killed by the demon?
Why would
You don't get any fun death when you die at night. That means that the demon didn't want
Why
anybody
would
to
the
die.
demon kill Ayahu? That makes no sense.
Because Jason is.
I think because killing other player isn't a good move for a demon.
Oh, I know
so
why.
They have to kill the...
I know.
Tommy,
why
can you talk?
Never mind.
Yes.
I know why the. Can I talk with you guys
Myron?
too? I know why the demon killed. I know why. I know what happened.
I'm gonna give you like.
I think killing other players is going to be a bad move for the demon, so the demon has to kill the traveler.
I think Jason and Sonya have a thing going
rooms are
together. It
closed.
was
Are
all
they
a
supposed to be
made-up
closed?
story.
Yeah, I'm gonna
open them in a second.
Scotty, I'm kind of agreeing
Can I
with you
talk
at this
with you and
point.
Manny together?
Up to Manny.
This is possibly the last day. There's 4 people left. I'm gonna open the rooms just for like 3 minutes, and that's it because there's not many people left.
Manny, could I talk with both of you together? I think I have a theory on this.
Yeah, let's
I mean,
go
this is not
together.
the last day. We can choose
My
to go
room to my room. Your room. Okay.
Who do you want
My
to
room.
join you
Can I
that is
come
dead,
in?
guys?
Manny's room.
Can I go to Manny's room too?
That's just the 4 alive people talking without Wi-Fi.
That doesn't make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
They didn't invite any dead people. I'm just pointing that out.
Well, that's all right. This will be the dead room.
I'll
the
stay
cool
here.
things going on.
I have a quick question. So if there's 4 people left, if 2 of them were evil, does that mean that they would win?
If there's 2 players
No.
left, one of them's the demon. It doesn't matter if the second person's evil or good.
But
bad
that only happens at 2 players.
What if
So
there
there's
was
4? Okay.
What if there was 4 people left and 3 of them are evil?
Is that possible?
I would just
So
call
no,
the game
they have to kill the.
Okay.
Yeah.
You'd have to. They have to kill the demon right now. Or
Well,
it's
4
over.
people being left doesn't like it could be 3 evil and
Yeah,
4 left.
why?
It doesn't end it
Yeah,
because
we don't
you
have
can
to
still
kill.
have you
Yeah.
can still have dead votes could still impact it. So it has to be. I think if all living players are evil and there can be no nomination under the demon, that's the only time that you would end it prematurely.
All right. Well, Sonya, since
Unless they
you
kill
wanna
the
talk-
demon right now.
Someone
Unless
just
the
said
demon
my
dies right now.
Did anybody?
Yeah, I'm going to go into my room, whoever that is speaking. I'm sorry, I can't make out the
Yeah,
voices.
I want to talk to Russ.
I was
So-
me.
Okay, I'll be in my
Sonya's the
room.
only bad person left.
I have a feeling I know what happened.
She's got no chance, anyways.
Who?
Do you think
You,
Sonya's the bad person?
if you were bad, Sonya, I'm not saying you
The
are.
reason-
But if you were the only bad person left, you have no chance because they could just get all the dead votes to go the right way again, away from you.
So that's the problem. So the 3 of them went in the room, and I'm not bad.
Right.
So,
Well,
what,
that's
what
I'm
are they
leaning
coming up with a plan to get me out?
One of those
So I have-
3 is getting played right now. That's my feeling.
I trust you, Sonya. Yeah, I trust you, Sonya.
I have 2
Because,
reasons as to
yeah,
why.
Sean, unless Sean is also evil, he just confirmed you because you go to his room and whisper him the first day.
I don't
so
think
trust you,
Sean's
Sonya.
I still think it's
So I
going.
have 2 reasons as to why Yahoo got killed, and it's either a mayor bounce, or whoever's claiming mayor is bluffing a mayor bounce to say, "Hey guys, I'm the mayor. We need a no vote tomorrow."
Mm-hmm.
I think that's.
I haven't
that's
heard
what's going
anything
on.
from Manny. What is Manny?
I-
What have you guys heard?
Yeah, what's Manny? He hasn't claimed for a very long time.
He told me he was the monk.
You need to fix that, Naughty. You need to fix that.
Monk.
Monk to live until now.
As
That was I did switch to a different computer. It's because Elena.
Who do you
and
think
I-
is guilty?
I only have one of you guys' audio on.
Well,
Here
Here's the
comes
thing.
one of the evils.
Yeah,
They're all buried. And
We were
All
just
3
talking.
evil
You
left.
know,
Yeah,
if
Sonya,
Sonya
do you
was the only
talk?
bad person left,
Sonya, do you
she
wanna
had
talk?
no chance. So I don't know how
Or
you,
she's the only good
you guys
person
are all
left.
going
Sonya, do
together.
you want to talk?
Khan, do I want to talk?
I don't think we should execute today.
Yeah, we have time. Do you want to talk?
I'll give you 1 minute.
Okay, I'll meet you in your room.
Okay.
Wami, can I tell you, Wami?
You talk to me here.
What's your role? You're the last one who hasn't claimed any 4 people alive.
Yeah. I'm the mayor. So we go down to final 3 and then vote to not kill, and we win.
Are you sure you're not the Undertaker?
I'm not the Undertaker.
So, yeah, there's a monk claim. So if the monk didn't die today, we're going to execute the monk tomorrow. There's no way the monk's going to live in the final 3.
Right.
There's a mayor, there's a soldier,
Well,
there's a
I
monk.
don't know
If
who
the monk,
I don't know who the demon's going to kill tonight, but
yeah, we shouldn't. Yeah, we shouldn't execute. But if the monk didn't die, then the monk will be the execution tomorrow.
Probably. That's fine.
What would happen? See now. See, part of the
So,
thing is
here's the
part
plan.
of my. I understand what you're saying.
Whoever
I
is
understand what you're
monk-
saying.
But if he's not the mayor,
So my theory was, since Guami's claiming mayor, my theory was either Guami was targeted and it was a mayor bounce to Yahoo, or Guami targeted
Okay.
Yahoo so that he could say, hey, it was a mayor bounce.
Okay,
If Guami was the
doesn't
demon.
matter.
Well,
But
there's a monk.
So here's the other problem. It's potential. There's a potential that they target a soldier at this point and make us go to final 4 again. There's no kill, and now you just say the monk lives.
Then
if indeed,
after 3
well-
rounds, the filler will come into play.
Yeah.
If that's the case, then we know it's Sonia.
Is Jason here? Fiddler?
That's a realistic target. Is just to target the soldier, just to not give information.
no, they would target the mayor and then be bounced.
No,
You ready to
Monk
tell
is
us your
lying
role,
to
Jason,
us.
since we know it?
I'm saying for future kills.
Jason,
Yeah.
you ready to come clean since we know your role?
Why? Why,
'Cause
Scotty?
the Ravens keeper knows your role.
What are you talking about the Ravens?
No,
my role? Oh, I know Ross knows my role. Because I told him it on the first turn.
Yep.
I know Ross knows my role.
Yeah, he said soldier.
Okay, so now Ross told everyone I'm the soldier.
Well,
I mean, to be fair, I've told people when you're gone.
You said first turn, and he said he just learned it. You guys are
no. You asked me to confirm it, Scotty, so I did.
I told Ross on the very first turn what I was, and he
I
confirmed it.
confirmed it.
Yeah.
Well, when we chatted one-on-one, you said, "I'll check Jason when I die."
Yeah, because you asked me about it, so absolutely, and I did.
Oh, you were confirming what he told you.
Well, he couldn't check me because he died during the day. He needed to die at night, which is why I was trying
Chris,
to get
I
him
understand
overnight.
your suspicions.
So are we nominating or are we going to sleep?
I nominate to go to sleep.
I'm fine with that.
I agree.
It's the only thing that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
What
just
if
going
I'm
to
not
count down.
tired?
Someone can shout out a nomination if they want to. Otherwise, we'll go to bed. 5, 4, 3,
This is bad.
2, 1. We are going to sleep.
Doesn't make sense.
Nope, not at all. Wow.
We're getting steamrolled.
Yep.
We got the fiddler now.
Oh no.
What's a fiddler?
Fiddler's in play. Well, let me wait till everyone gets back and I'll explain.
This is the new thing.
Everyone's back. So no one died last night. So the fiddler is in play now. It's a fabled roll. So it says once per game, the demon secretly chooses an opposing player. All players choose which of these 2 players win. So if no one kills today, I'm going to force the demon to make the fiddler get in play. So we're just not going back and forth with no kills.
No, don't worry.
No kills last night again?
No one died.
No one died.
We know who's bad now because no one died. So it's,
Yeah. So that means that killing is bad for a demon. We go sleep again and force the demon to kill or either the killer.
No. Don't worry. No. We know who's bad now.
The problem with that is you propose the theory. If the monk doesn't die, then it's him.
I'm just throwing
So
it
if
out.
it's literally just, of course, there's going to be no kill. That was the problem. That's why I was trying to point out.
No. The question is, Sonia didn't know Manny's role, so Sonia didn't know Manny was the monk. by the way, Sonia, Manny's the monk, and Manny protected Guami again. So therefore, Sonia went after Guami, and there was no kill.
No, I did not.
No,
You need
Jason.
to explain it any other way, Sonia.
Listen, it doesn't make sense. Jason, if Sonia is bad, she's either a spy or both Sonia and Sean is evil here.
Nominations
if both
are
of them is
open.
bad,
what are you
if
talking
both of
about
them are bad, then Troy and the other Scarlet Woman, Elena, is bad. Didn't fit.
I nominate no kill. Let's do the fiddler and get this
Wait,
over with.
wait. Before we get a no kill, explain this. If Manny protected Guami and I'm protected as a soldier, so therefore, if me and Guami were attacked, no one would have died. Plain and simple.
They could affect their player.
Look,
I'm gonna put this out there. There's no way Sonya's bad. So
I
if
was
they're
not
running,
bad. The three of you guys went in a room by yourselves to come up with this concoction. Come on, and then you bring me in to let me know. Whatever. Yeah.
For what it's worth,
Yeah.
I don't think I trust Jason so much.
Can I have a? All right. What clears Guami besides the fact that you're saying that Manny protected it?
Manny's the monk and said he protected him, and I'm the soldier. So one of us
Okay,
got
okay. Just because Manny's protecting Guami doesn't clear Guami. How does that clear Guami?
It does not clear me at all.
We are forcing.
No,
Jason, we are forcing the
we had
demon
a
to kill the Riddler.
spy. The spy would have killed Manny early.
Okay,
Yeah.
what did
There's no
you
spy.
guys come up with then in the
There's
room?
no
The
spy.
three of you guys.
We said we shouldn't do a kill. Exactly the same thing I told you. We shouldn't do a kill because
And then
we-
all of a
I think
sudden-
we should.
we
And then
wanted
all
to
of a
see if
sudden
you or
I'm the
Manny
killer?
died.
Really?
We wanted to see if you or Manny died, but the fact that no one died, it's more likely that you're bad because I was protected and
Then-
Guami was protected, and you didn't know that Manny
Then
wasn't.
Guami,
and
Guami, what do
Jason,
you
then
think
go
about
sleep.
Jason?
I kind of trust him the least out of all of us that are alive.
So then nominate him.
Manny, what do you think about Guami?
Guami's good.
Okay,
I
what do you
feel
think about Jason?
very confident about that, or he's duping me, but Guami's good. I've been protecting him for, I don't know, 2-3 nights in a row.
so do you think that means Jason's bad?
So Guami did say that he had some kind of role that did something good.
Yes, and that's why we were
Jason's
hoping that
logic
someone
about
died.
Sonya makes absolute sense to me.
Well, I'm telling you, Sonya's not bad.
But
Yeah,
Jason's
I don't
also-
think Sonia is bad. She confirmed Sean.
Or she's at worst a spy.
I've been in Jason's camp all game.
That's fine. I'm the librarian.
Right. So you're a bad kill.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. You've been in.
The problem is, if we didn't have a fiddler, I would say go to sleep again. But with the fiddler, now we can't risk it anymore. We have to make a decision.
Why?
We can.
No.
Fiddle it.
Yes, we do. We fiddler.
No.
So fiddler's a 50-50? Fiddler's a 50-50?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Do
I'm
we-
willing to go to sleep then, and let's do a fiddler. I'm willing to go to sleep.
We all vote for the
Let's go
fiddler,
to
and
sleep.
that player and
Alright.
their team wins.
You vote for who you want to win, and that team wins. Yes, that player and their team wins.
And the demon picks another player, and we are facing the demon and the player the demon picked.
Yep.
Does
Yeah.
the demon have to pick somebody from the other team though?
Yes.
Yes, they would.
Okay.
Opposing
Just in
team.
case there's two,
Fiddler
like a
is
minion
good.
left.
Actually,
Yeah, just pick
actually,
their minion.
wait. I have an even better idea. Why don't I
No.
just do the Doomslayer and let someone die, and then we can confirm?
Oh, wait. I want to do.
Oh,
Oh, wait.
well,
okay.
No.
I'm
No,
willing
you
to do
can't
the
do.
Doomslayer.
Wait, is there
I'm
four or
gonna
more?
pull up
Yep.
the
You
Doomslayer.
can't do
No,
Doomslayer
wait,
under
wait.
5. You
Jason,
can't do
Jason.
Doomslayer
Under
under 5.
Can't do Doomslayer because that would end the game.
If 4 more
No, it
players
wouldn't.
live.
There are
If-
four.
if-
Why?
There are
If
4
we
more
can-
players, but that's
Therefore,
the
more.
end of the
Why-
game.
why are you
Took
doing
the
that?
Doomslayer away, so it doesn't matter.
No,
Go
it-
quick.
I literally
I
want
think
to
Fiddler's the better
Why are you
option.
taking it away when people want
I
to
think-
use it?
sorry, I thought it was four or less
I'm
would.
pulling the Doomslayer.
What?
I'm
I
pulling the
think-
Doomslayer.
Oh, Jason.
I think
Hey, I
Fiddler's the
nominate
better
Jason.
option.
No, I pulled the Doomslayer already. It's too late. I pulled the Doomslayer.
Yeah,
to see
you
how good-
use the Jason used the already.
We have to vote on
Kill
it, don't
someone.
we?
Nope,
No.
not
No.
the Doomslayer.
No.
So Jason
Not the
uses the Doomslayer, and it kills
Ow! Okay.
Guami.
So Guami.
Thanks, Jason.
Fuck, I knew Guami was good. Okay, so it's either Manny or Sonya.
I don't know why you didn't let me Doomsayer.
Can
Then
we?
you have to be
nominate-
Because
Manny.
everyone was
You
rushing
have
for
to
the
be Manny.
stupid Fiddler, which I thought was a bad move.
Okay, wait,
Let's do the
pause.
Fiddler.
Pause, Jason. Jason, pause. Okay, let me say that I am not that good of a player to claim to be the spy and fool Jason Levine. I'm sorry, Jason, you're too
not
smart.
the spy.
I
You
cannot.
wouldn't be the spy. You're the
You wouldn't
imp.
be the spy,
I'm the
you're the imp.
librarian. No.
Jason.
Now I'm leaning toward Manny.
I think it's Manny.
I'm still leaning on Jason.
I think it's Manny.
No,
I don't
it's
know.
Manny or
Sonia, you
Sonia.
can
guys
nominate
decide. I don't care.
Oh. Okay,
It's Manny or Sonia,
Jason.
you guys decide.
Sonia, Sean confirmed Sonia the first day. Sean, can you speak for Sonia, please?
Yeah, I already said it. She was the first person I spoke to on the first day, and she point blank asked me if
Okay.
I was the saint because she was a
Yeah.
librarian and she had it narrowed down to 2. And I was like, well, yeah, that's a pretty reasonable argument for me. I am the saint, so yeah, that's how I confirmed her.
I
That
don't know
doesn't-
anybody else's
That
role.
doesn't mean that she's good. That just means that they're on the same
No,
team.
Manny is
It
pushing
does.
for Sonia.
I mean, I
It's
only
Manny.
knew 2. That's it. But
Yeah,
in the
because
first one,
she
I
wouldn't
didn't even
have
know
known to
until
bluff
Alex
at that.
gave it to me. I'm
So,
not
Sonia,
the spy.
You're
Okay,
one of the only 3 people that's alive. You need to nominate Jason.
Yeah.
Yes,
No,
I
I'm not
nominate
the bad guy.
Jason.
Have you not figured it out
No,
yet?
hold on.
Jason's
I'm
good.
not the bad guy. Did you not figure it
Jason's
out?
good. I should do Manny.
Jason.
It's Manny. It's Manny.
It's Manny.
I trust you, Sonia.
It's definitely Sonia.
Jason Kiwami.
Then
It
it's
doesn't
Sonia.
have to be Manny.
It can't be
I
Sonia.
killed Kwame, therefore I'm a good guy. Did you not figure this out yet, Yahoo?
No,
Okay,
he
Sonia,
could have been evil
if
too.
you nominate Jason,
I don't think Yahoo knows
think
how it
you're
works,
evil.
to be fair.
There's only 3 people left. I need one of you 3 to
I
nominate.
know that
Raise
I think
your
it's Manny.
raise your hand if you think I
Nominated
should
like 6
nominate
times.
Manny. Raise your
why-
hand. If you
Yeah,
think I
you
should
should
nominate
nominate
Manny.
Sure.
I nominate
Can you
Sonia.
nominate Manny?
Well, that's fine. It doesn't matter. We aren't going to kill you.
Him too.
Manny
You nominated
nominated
back.
Sonia. Manny, your reasoning. Whoops, sorry. Clicked the wrong thing. Manny, your reasoning.
Guami's been good the whole game. Jason Doomslayer Guami, so Jason's good. It has to be Sonia. It has
You
to be
haven't
Sonia.
talked to me, and I haven't talked to you.
If
can be
Jason
Sonia.
I
and
feel really
Guami,
confident.
Yeah,
Well,
both-
Jason's definitely good, and I felt really confident about Guami the whole game. So it's got to be you.
You was a bad one. You was a bad one, Manny. Yeah,
No,
you are.
Sonia, do you want to say anything? Everyone be
Oh
quiet.
yeah, it's not me. I haven't talked to Manny. He was on my list to talk to just because I hadn't heard any information on him. So Jason just coming out saying that he was the monk was the first time I'd heard anything about Manny. So yeah, but I am not it. I'm not the spy. I'm not anything but the librarian.
And we're going to start voting. We need just 2 votes for a majority to put Sonia on the chopping block. Dead votes are still alive in this, so don't forget them if you want to use them, because this is the last day. And we start with Jason in 3, 2, 1.
Doesn't go over 4. The evil team could outvote.
but she can still nominate, and we can put somebody else with more votes on the
Manny
chopping
can
block.
go up on the chopping block after this.
Oh, that would be 2 evil travelers right there.
Yeah, those are the 2 evil travelers.
So why are you voting with them, Jason?
Because I wasn't sure and I was the first vote, so I wanted it, so I couldn't change my vote at that point.
There's 5 votes for Sonia.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Jason,
You have
nominate
to nominate
Manny.
Manny now.
No,
Yeah.
Sonia's got to nominate Manny. Sonia,
Sonia, you can
nominate
why
Manny,
can't-
Sonia?
Yeah, that's right. Because Manny nominated Sonia. Sonia, nominate Manny.
Why doesn't Matt? Why doesn't Jason do it?
Wait, hold on. Why
Yeah.
didn't you do it, Jason?
I have no reason to do it because everyone knows I'm not bad at this point. It's up to Sonia if she wants to.
No, don't do.
No.
Sonia, nominate Jason.
Be the spy.
Okay,
Wait,
is
hold
there
on,
a possibility? Is there a
Sonia.
possibility that both of them are minions?
Yeah, and
No,
there's a
they're not both.
possibility all
One would
3
have
of
to
them,
be the
wasn't it?
demon.
One of them
Guami
demon.
could
One
confirm
the
me
other
as
is
good.
demon.
But
Guami
both
could
Right,
confirm me as
never mind.
good. Wait, stop. Let me
Wait,
talk.
why can't Jason?
Let me talk. Guami could confirm me as good because I pulled the Doomslayer and he died. So therefore,
You
I
could be a
cannot be
spy.
bad.
No.
Yeah, you
Right.
could be
Guami could have
spy.
been a minion.
Oh, you good?
The Doomslayer
Guami
spy
was the
happened the last
mayor.
game.
Guami was the mayor. He's not a minion. Guami was the mayor.
I know, but we don't know that.
Kwame, would you like to say you're
I know
the
that.
I
recruit
know
right
he's
now?
the mayor.
I know.
All we
Yeah.
know is he's the same alignment as you, Jason.
If he was the
That's
mayor,
all we know.
we would have won.
No, we wouldn't have won. Who's
No,
saying
because
we
there
would have
needs
won
to be
with the
3 or
mayor?
less.
Chris,
No,
Chris.
yeah,
I mean, Jason
saying
is
I
a
would've won with
spy
that.
or
Exactly
Yep.
3.
Manny or
he's
Jason?
soldier.
Man,
I think it's Manny.
I don't
I
know why
think it's Manny.
Jason's not doing Manny, so I'm a little nervous.
I
about
nominate
Jason.
Manny.
Oh, No. Okay.
Sonia nominated
Thank
Manny.
you. That way there was no third vote on me because there's no reason to vote on me.
Jason,
so I just wanted
you
to make
better
sure.
become
Yeah,
the true.
I think it's Jason now.
It's Jason.
Yeah, I do
because
too.
he didn't want to do Manny.
But
So I think,
Sonia, you just got
think it
that
was
brutal.
Jason,
Quiet,
Sonia.
please.
That's what I was
Over.
trying to
We
say.
cannot nominate Jason. We have
please
to
be quiet.
click the better Manny.
Sonia,
Wait, explain that. Explain that,
Jason,
Scott,
don't talk.
everyone.
Sonia, what's your accusation?
Because I have no clue. Both of them seem guilty to me. Oh my goodness. Sorry,
Who
Manny.
did she
nominate?
Manny, your defense.
It's Jason. He was scared.
Yeah, you
All right.
just got used.
Here's what I've done. Night one, I talked to Guami, and Guami told me that there was a mayor in play. I assumed that it was Jason because he had just talked to Jason, so I protected him night one. That was wrong. Then I talked to Natty, and he told me he was the fortune teller. I don't believe him anymore, but I believed him at the time, so I protected him 2 nights in a row. Since then, I protected Guami every night. I'm good. I know Guami's good. I know Jason's good. Sonia's the only one left.
No, Sonia's a good one. She knows Sean.
With that, we're going to start the
Yeah,
voting.
that doesn't prove
Yeah.
that Sean is good.
I think we
It just proves that they're on the same team.
No.
I don't think we can kill him.
Lots of times the evil players
Yeah,
give
we
up
need
on
to
night
vote
one
on
like
this.
that.
Can good people vote, please?
I'm
This
going
is our last chance.
I am voting, just
Jason,
I know-
if Jason's the demon, yeah, if Jason's demon, there's no.
Okay, just for new players, here's the situation. Sonia has 5 votes on her right now. You have to get 6 on Manny to kill Manny. 5 will keep, or 4 or less will keep Sonia the kill. Jason's not going to nominate himself, so it's between Sonia or Manny. If you go 5, it will tie and we'll go to the night, and then we'll have a chance to kill.
I wouldn't go to the fiddler. No.
Yeah, we need to make a tie. We need to tie it.
No, there's no mayor. We
If
don't want
we
to
tied
tie
it,
it.
it would go to Fiddler, right?
With that, we're going to start.
Yeah,
the
this
vote.
is the final day. We have to vote.
Tie it, then we lose.
Yeah, we have to vote on this. I think Colton and Josh is the evil traveler. They have voted for Manny on Sonia. We have to
Starting
outvote
the
this.
vote with
If
Guami.
Jason's demon, there's no way we could
3,
win.
2, 1.
Alex,
Currently have 5 votes.
Alex, you have
Nope,
to vote,
sorry, 4
or
votes.
either it's
4
going
votes.
tie. Why Justin please vote back?
Don't know, but it was 5 votes.
Yep. GG.
That
Good
ties
job,
it.
Pound.
We are
Yeah,
going to
I just
to-
don't know. I don't know what you're
I took
doing
that
there,
shit
but
back because someone
good job.
said if it's a tie, if someone said if it was a tie, then it was definitely gonna be a loss, and I only saw 5, and then someone put 1 there last second.
You could put.
We are going to the night phase. The demon will have a chance to kill here.
So, yeah.
Let's get messed up together. Let's get confused all the way. I don't know. There's a lot of people vouching for Sonya all of a sudden. Is it more than 4? I never once heard Colton say he was not evil. Doesn't mean much. He could just not be one of those people that, you know, you believe what you want. I can't really disprove you as a traveler. So, who knows? I know one thing. My vote's probably gonna go to Jason. He's orchestrating this whole thing. That's all I know. Am I supposed to be here, or should I be back in my break room? Or?
You're supposed to be back in your breakout room.
All right, goodbye.
No, stay here.
Are we fiddling or are we?
We are
Wake
not
up,
fiddling.
Maddie.
We are not fiddling.
Yeah. Evil win for sure.
So, I think everyone's here. We see Manny, and he is standing over the body of Sonia with snakes in his hands. The evil team has won. Congratulations.
Woo.
So Manny was evil?
Manny pulled it
Oh,
off.
Manny, the silent killer the entire game.
So was Jason?
I will mute everyone and I'll go over everyone's roles here.
Okay.
Let me share my screen. Okay, we'll start with the travelers. We got the scapegoat. Bree was good. Nam was good. And the other good traveler was a Yahoo. Sitting next to each other, Colton and Josh were both evil. I don't know if they planned their -3 things together or not, but that kind of worked out for them. We had Chris was the Undertaker the whole game. He got some bad information because he got poisoned twice in a row by Ross. And so he got bad information about the investigator, Groove, and he got a bad information about Elena, who was the virgin, and made people start thinking she was the Scarlet Woman. Then we have Sonia was the librarian the whole game, and she did see Sean and Alex as the saint. She was not lying at all. Jason was the soldier. He had it bounce twice off of him, one time on purpose, the other time not. The poisoner was, as I said, was Ross. He also poisoned Naughty a couple times, so Naughty got some bad information as well. Both times that he got a ping that one of them was the demon, was false information because he was poisoned. The recluse was Justin, nothing really. I made him a decoy for the investigator to try to, because he was a recluse, it would possibly throw suspicion on him, and it did for like a minute, and then people figured that out. Sean was the saint the whole game. Elena was the virgin, and she was drunk, which is why that first one, whoever, I forgot who attacked her, but did not die right away. And then we jumped down to Alex was the butler the whole game. He was picking Sonia a lot before he died to be his master. Manny was the imp the entire game. Mayor was Guami. He was not lying about that. The investigator was Groove, and I already said his decoy, or he got to see Troy as the Baron at the beginning of the game, or Justin. And that's why he couldn't say it right at the beginning, because they were both new players. I didn't plan for that. I wasn't really thinking about that when I made that. So I apologize for that one. The empath was Scotty, and he did get a 1 that was Harriman the whole time, that he was alive. And I made him the decoy, which for Naughty, who was the fortune teller, just because he was an empath and was a strong roll, and he was getting a ping right off the bat. So just to possibly take that off, Naughty was the fortune teller, Chris was the Undertaker. I said that, and that was your game of Trouble Brewing.
Thanks, Scott. That was fun.
Good
Yeah,
game.
thank you, Scott.
I wish you did it for
I tried to vote for Manny that last round, and it didn't happen.
Let me apologize. I single-handedly lost us the game.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. There was plenty of things up.
Well,
there was like 3 people that could have voted before you. Realistically, Jason rushed into the Doomsayer. Kwame is right. It should have been him because he was the mayor. They could have done a no vote and then confirmed the mayor win.
I mean, if I saw that Alex was going to vote, I would have kept my vote. But I understand
your logic. You didn't want to go to a tie, so
I didn't want to go to a tie.
Yeah, it's not your fault at all.
I'll be honest. The only reason I did Doomsayer,
Jason cost us.
Wait. Could I explain the Doomsayer thing? If Fiddler didn't pop in, I wouldn't have done Doomsayer, but I didn't want it to be a 50-50 on whoever.
No, it was a good play.
But Guami could have done it.
If we got the 50-50, though,
why you coming before Guami?
Well, damn.
There was no discussion about it. It was just, let me do it.
I was like, we got to do it now so I could show that someone's good here, so I could eliminate.
No, it was a great idea, but it should have been Guami.
It was the reason I didn't vote for Manny. I didn't use my dead vote on Manny because it drew so much suspicion to you, Jason, when you doomsayered.
But why? I killed a good person.
Because if Guami does it, then you go no vote.
That cleared Jason.
And I even said that Ross, if the Raven Keeper wasn't doing Raven Keeper things and he was bad. I mean, I pointed out everything in this game, or I tried to.
The Doomsayer only tells that he killed somebody of his own alignment. What if Guami were a minion at the time and they would have
been minions? There couldn't have been the logic.
We wouldn't have gone
in the room with Manny the whole time.
We wouldn't have had so many ties because the 2 would have been able to attack somebody. So
and the Raven's Keeper is a cool power. 1, if you're in doubt of somebody, and 2, nobody wants to die before they get killed. I mean, you want to keep on going, a la the Sasquatch argument.
No, the
right?
Raven Keeper, you want to die because you only get information once the night you die. So
Exactly, and
that
everyone was clear with it. A Yahoo ticker.
Flame Raven usually.
Yeah, Yahoo, who wanted to shoot me the whole time. I'm glad you never did.
I poisoned him, so there was one turn when he didn't. So in order, I poisoned Jason, Chris, Naughty, and a Yahoo
I
before
hate you,
died.
Ross. I hate
Yeah,
you. Twice in a row. Everybody
Twice in a row.
poisons me when I
Let
can
me
get
ask Scott
information. I hate.
something. Let me ask Scott something.
Chris,
when a Yahoo died, did it bounce off of Gwami or did a Yahoo actually get targeted?
I killed him on
targeted
purpose.
What
because I didn't want to kill one of you because then it would come down to the mayor.
Well,
so I had to keep it at 4.
Yeah,
I had to make sure that the kill was during the day.
It was perfect to keep me and Jason around because
Yeah,
Right.
Jason keeps saying keep the mayor bound.
I was doing that.
telling that killing other players is the bad move for a demon.
Well, I tried to say that
I didn't want to get it down to 3 players during the day because I knew Gwami was the mayor and then we just wouldn't kill. And there was no way to convince us to kill.
I was trying to just give you ideas, but just publicly saying like, "Hey guys, this is an option. Manny, this is what you should do."
Yeah,
By the
well
way,
played.
You weren't already aware.
Naughty, I apologize for messing with your head like that, but you outed yourself as fortune teller, and there's no way I couldn't I had to take advantage of it.
I can't believe you hit Chris 2 turns in a row.
I tried to make it clear I was on your side. And I tried to pull you back in so you would understand I was good, and you still were like, "Nope, I can't trust you." And literally, all I wanted you to do was confirm Alex at the beginning of the game. I wasn't going after you. I just wanted you to confirm what Alex was saying.
Yeah, no, I understand. And Jason, you
Herman's a
are one
big
of the
So yeah, he was hot on you the whole time.
Had to do something.
So Ross, like at the very beginning of the game, when I first talked to him, said that to be careful of Colton because he just talked to him, and then Colton came in and said he pointed out everything that was evil, and I was like, I just got told to be careful of Colton.
So I talked to Ross before I talked to Colton. Oh no, I talked to Josh first. But yeah, that's probably why you got all the backwards information.
I didn't want to go straight to my demon. I knew who my demon was.
No. I grabbed the information from Manny. I was gonna pass it to Troy, but he'd already been used.
I went to Chris being like, "Hey, who are the minions?" Just to be like, and then I was like, "Okay, just kidding, I'm good. I'm just trying to see if someone will help themselves." Then I went to Ross and I was like, "Hey, who are the minions?" And he told me, and I was like, "Don't tell people."
I told the whole thing.
Scott came to me too, and then he told me I'm a demon. I was like, "Thanks."
He comes to me and he says, "Okay, so Manny's the demon, and you're I know you're one of them, and I know that." I forgot
man,
his name. And I was
Scott,
like,
it was so scary because then I realized it's like, wait a minute, he could be good, and he just played me, and I just ruined 20 minutes of setup.
The thing is, Nom did the same thing to me, and I almost fell for it. Nom goes, "I'm evil," and I know. And when you said Chris is the demon, I was like, "Wait, you're doing exactly what I did," because I was almost like, "Oh, cool, you're evil too," and then I was like, "Wait." No,
yeah, I'm not falling for that again.
And then Nom comes in and tells everybody that I'm the demon. I'm like, thanks.
Yeah, Nom, that was a weird move. Why did you do that? Because all it did was make no one trust you the whole game.
No.
Yeah.
I didn't trust you after supposedly your information with that Chris was the demon. I didn't trust you anymore.
Well, he did that to me. He did that to me, trying to catch me in a bluff.
Because Chris told me that he's the demon.
Well, you kept harassing me, so I gave you bad. I'm like, fine, I'm the demon, and I gave you my 2 minions. You're like, well, you should have 3. I'm like, I only have 2.
Wow.
I was like, I'm
Chris,
making
that's
stuff
evil.
up.
You actually
that
said
is
that?
evil.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh wow.
It's gonna be
I
great
didn't
television
understand how
later.
the drunk were. I thought that there could be 2 of the same one, and one of them was drunk.
Yeah.
So I thought that my bluff would work, and then everyone just knew I was lying. So I was like, for the rest of the game, I'm just out.
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
Yeah, I've done that once before too, Troy.
Troy, that happens a lot with first-time players.
Just want to know why Gwami didn't do the instant doomsayer.
Gwami didn't think
Jason
of it.
jumped the gun.
Yeah, why, Jason? Why do you jump in? You should
should
let Gwami because everyone
you
trusts
knew
Gwami.
you could have just said Gwami use it because you knew he was the mayor.
I didn't think of it at the time because I was like, because here's the problem. When I was with Manny and Guami, I said, look, we need to not vote now. Let's get it down to 3. And I said, but then we'll find out that Sonia's bad or not bad. And I knew that Manny could be the other choice. And I didn't want to sit in that room. And I'm like, well, if Sonia dies, then it's Manny. If Manny dies, then it's Sonia, because me and Guami can't die if Manny's the monk. So I expected either Manny or Sonia to die. And then when no one died, I'm like, great. Only Sonia would pick one of me or Guami, and Manny said he protected Guami again. And then I wanted to go to sleep again, but then that fiddler came out. I would have went to sleep again and said no vote again.
I like that the imp was in the circle of. I like that the imp was in the circle of trust the
Right,
entire
sitting
game.
in there poisoning your mind all game
the
long.
mayor right at the beginning, so it's like I can't kill the mayor because only 2 people know, and one is Jason and one is me.
Well, you can
so I gotta
eventually.
keep him alive.
If you target him enough, he
and
should
Manny,
die.
you couldn't kill me.
I targeted him once.
Last
and
time
he was
you
going to come
include
out and say
Zombo,
that I was
and this
poisoned.
time you include the imp.
Oh, that's when Justin got killed. Justin got bounced, killed from the mayor.
Yeah,
which I was anticipating happening when I did it, but then there were 2 few people. I couldn't get him again because there wasn't enough people to claim that I was poisoned.
So wait, was the Yahoo actually your target?
Yes. Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting.
I killed
I thought
him
that was a
because
mayor
I didn't want him
bouncer.
to pull some nominating shenanigans, and I wanted to keep it at 4 players. I didn't want to get down to 3.
I thought him living was actually good for us because if he decided to use his ability,
oh no,
then
no,
we would
I was
pretty much one off of that.
I was going to exile him.
But then it would get down to 3 if it wasn't Guami.
I was going to exile a Yahoo and get him out of it. If we were down
I
to
didn't
3.
want to risk
That's
it
true.
just because, and I thought it was a good way to kind of turn the day over.
If he killed Sonia instead of a Yahoo, though, it would have been 3. And then if a Yahoo used his ability on final 3.
No, but that's the thing. If I killed Sonia instead of a Yahoo, it would have been me, Jason, and Guami, and then we just don't vote.
Yeah, and I was trying to build up a theory around Jason being the evil one because your theory, your soldier bluff, soldier's a really easy demon bluff, and you could easily sink a kill into a dead person just to say, guys, I was targeted. It's very
Manny wouldn't bite.
Yeah.
Manny was like, no, Jason's gonna be no, play up Jason. Play
The
up
only
Jason.
problem with that was Guami and Jason and I had such a tight knit that I didn't want to start running out. So I was kind of letting you do it, and I was going to wait till it got towards the end to kind of be like, oh, Jason might be the bad one, and then he doomslayed, and I'm like, okay, he's definitely good.
It sucked that he confirmed himself, but he looked so suspicious, not being willing to be cyclical and nominate you.
Right.
Yeah.
I think everyone, if they had the opportunity, would have voted for Jason in that moment.
Right, and
that's why I didn't want to because I knew I was good. So I'm like, I know other people are casting suspicion on me without me knowing it. So I'm just going to make sure that I don't even get to take away votes.
But if you would have immediately said, I nominate Manny, people might have been like, okay, well, he's leaving it open, so that's a little more trustworthy.
My Raven Keeper confirmation of Jason as soldier actually helped me keep Justin and Scotty doubting. So that kind of helped a little bit too.
What happens if you die at night, not during the execution? Scotty, what were you thinking?
Well, you pointed it out later, but the seeds of doubt were already planted, so it helped.